Yeah, next session everyone's wearing those shirts. We're like, okay, cool. Hey, Mr. DM, give me the save. Mr. DM, give me a save. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, no, sorry.
Hello, John.
I had seen that song in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I remember us doing in grade school doing a play where we had to sing that song.
Oh, I had to do it in choir for UIL.
You did, really?
Yeah, good times.
Make him the cutest that I've ever seen.
So do some things stack when you're split class, and some things don't?
Like what, for instance?
Your attack bonuses stack. So let's say you have +3 in one class and +3 in the other class. Your total is +5, and you add +3 plus 3 is 6. So you would look at the chart and see where the fighters get like a +6/+1. That's where you'd see, okay, so I get 2 attacks, +6 on the first attack, +1 on the second attack.
Oh, okay. What about saving bonuses?
Same thing.
Same. Oh, okay, that makes more
everything
sense. 'Cause
stacks.
I'm looking at this going, I leveled up, but I already had that. Okay, so that's why.
For classes, everything stacks. For
Okay.
yeah, everything that can stack does stack.
Then I gotta open that book. Where is it?
Hey, is there?
Oh yeah, LJ gets an extra attack this level.
Pat got ears that move.
You got mine?
He's got the Pat's got the eerie things. What are those? What are they called? Cosplay ears. So her ears wiggle independently of her. It's very weird.
Well, that's a perfectly normal, Vic. What's wrong with you?
Look at it now. Look at it now.
Yeah, see? That's awesome.
Is that rave mode?
That's right.
That's rave mode. Okay.
If anybody has a resource for an easy to edit online character sheet, send it to me.
Are we playing 3.5 or 5e? And also, LJ has a pretty good.
This is 6 actually, Ben. This is 6e.
It's actually
How have we been playing for almost 2 years
This
and
is
you don't know what
3.5.
edition we're playing?
You know what? I have to ask every time. I have to ask every time we level up. And that's why the last time when you leveled up my sheet, I was like 6 levels behind.
3.5.
That's funny.
Because I have to watch like 3 YouTube videos and spend a day reading the internet to figure out how to level up in this game.
Well, 3.5 is harder.
There's one
I'm not
page.
complaining. It's just there's a learning curve.
There's one page at the very beginning of the player's handbook. It's like page 2 or 3 or something, and it lays out how to level up.
You say that,
It's
but
also on page 58.
It's literally a step-by-step process. It tells you change this, change this.
It's also on page
change
58 if you're looking at the hard copy, which I'm looking at.
I feel like you sent me the player's handbook PDF. I'm gonna look it up.
It's on 69 if you're looking at the Kindle copy.
Did y'all meet Tara? This is Tara.
Oh, hello.
This is my newest version.
And
Newest edition.
everybody, including your hench people, level up. Your henches.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
You're welcome.
I don't like typing right now. Edit online character sheet, something that I can download that I can edit.
John got a new familiar.
I've got an Excel spreadsheet that I made myself, but I don't know if you want that.
I'll take it.
You want? It's pretty cool. I mean, I say that not knowing what I'm talking about, but it seems pretty thorough.
Well, you know, just because you don't know what you're talking about, I'm going to
send it to me too, Brandon.
Okie doke. Put your emails in chat.
I'm doing it.
Let's go, Brandon.
I'm gonna start going by James. I swear to God.
Is that your name?
My middle name.
What the fuck just happened?
True story. One of my friends' brothers had a stroke a couple of months ago, which in itself is not funny. However, they asked him who is the president of the United States to do basically a neurological evaluation of him, and his answer was Brandon, and he's Republican. And when they thought when his sister was talking to me about it and thought he'd gotten it wrong, I said, no, actually he got it right, but you don't know about the meme, do you? So very interesting.
That's fucking beautiful.
He's doing a lot better, by the way, now.
Glad to hear, man.
Actually amazingly well for having had a stroke.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I have a
John, were you there for the
question.
hold on a second. John, were you there for the conversation with the dragon, the half dragon drow? No, he did not kill this guy. All right, I'm gonna send you the well, I don't have his conversation. Okay.
What did I
Zach,
not open right?
what did you have, Zach?
I'm sending a link. It's about a monk skill called the key strike. We
Yeah.
don't have to talk about this right now, but I've got a stunning feat, and I don't use it because basically, creatures who can't be stunned, it's kind of useless. Anyway, I want to talk about this, but just I don't know. I understand this. I don't know that I understand this.
Okay, I've seen it. I know I've read it in the past. I'll go back over it so I can be ready for you.
Okay.
Okay, Joel.
Yes.
I need you to recap the conversation with the dragon dude. So, and I don't think I told you guys at the time, so you may not know that he was a dragon, but he was a dragon. The drow that you ran into at the very edge.
Oh, you want me to cut and paste the little conversation real quick?
Yes, cut and paste the conversation into chat.
The drow was a dragon?
The drow was a half drow, half dragon.
Okay,
I wrote a short story about that once.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm still fuzzy on the whole birds and the bees thing because I've got a sheet for the dragon that mated with the drow, and he can't polymorph. So either some dragons polymorph. Yeah, but this one can't, and somehow there's a half drow, half dragon. So either the drow polymorphed and they had sex. That actually would make more sense if the drow polymorphed into a dragon and then the dragon had sex with the drow.
I'm glad we're having this conversation because I just thought of this the other night and I was very confused and was wondering how the physics of that work.
Yeah.
How they're half dragons.
Spelunking. The hell did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right.
Some Chinese dragons that's one of their magic abilities. They polymorph.
There we go.
Victor, just so you know, I'm taking my level in monk.
All right, I've sent the three of you an email.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that should be everyone now has my character sheet.
Everyone.
Do you need residuals or, is there some fee for that?
No, I just think it's cool. I made it because I didn't like the way the official character sheet is. I was a little frustrated with it, so I was like, fuck it. And I slapped it all together and now the whole party's using it.
I'm curious, what is everybody's total level at this point, respectively?
Everyone is 15th level, except Lev, who's at 14.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Rand. That was a succinct answer.
You don't want to do that. Let me think.
You said the how to level up was on page 11. Is that right?
No.
No, that's good.
I think I've got I actually have the player's handbook open, I think. Yeah,
I
I
had
do.
it on page 58 in mine.
You've got a paper copy.
Yeah.
Look at page 6 in the introduction.
Page 6 is character creation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Because I went back trying to
handy.
find what you were talking about. I'm like, I can't find what you're talking about.
My bad.
Yeah, 58 looks right. I'll have to read through this.
Yeah, experience and levels.
58 is what I was using. It made the most sense to me.
By the way, is everybody
No.
every fourth level adding a characteristic point to like strength or constitution or dex?
I have been.
I have been.
I don't know.
But that should we're at 15, so we shouldn't do that this time.
Brandon,
I don't know.
You're right,
I
not
don't think
this time.
I don't think everybody's at 15. Like, Zach, what are you at? Are you at 15?
15? 11 plus 4 now?
Okay, I missed one then. Well, no, we just went up one. So, but yeah, no, go ahead and go. Yeah, totally yourself to 15.
No, because I remember Lev is the only one who lost a level. We did the raised dead thing, and we're like, that really sucks. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
All right. Technically, you didn't get another level, but
What?
like technically you do. This at this point of the dungeon, it gets kind of hairy. So we're good.
No, yeah, I think if I hadn't lost that level a year ago, then now, let me take a look.
Oh, is he not?
Now I would be able to cast an 8th level spell.
Right.
So it really hurts that I don't have that.
Okie dokie.
Someone give me an example of a monster that has damage reduction.
About half the guys you fought. So demons tend to have 10 points damage reduction, unless the character is good, the opponent is good. Actually, between 10 and 15. Some demons have multiple things like
Fire, electricity, cold.
yeah. Well,
Wait
no, yeah. Almost all of the demons have 10 points, at least 10 points damage reduction versus fire, electric, cold, blah blah blah. Gelatins will have a damage reduction against sharp edge weapons, or no, blunt, yeah, edge weapons. And some of them will have no damage from edge weapons. All dragons have damage reduction. Yeah, like when you're shooting 15-point arrows at the last dragon, you were doing about 5 points per hit per arrow. So shit like that.
Okay. Because I just was curious. I mean, I'm going with Monk, but I need to understand better what key strike is, and now I understand.
Okay.
Lev has damage resistance. I
Well,
completely
good.
forgot
My
about
key
that
strike- my
until
key
this
strike is
very
fantastic.
moment. Look, I like to think after years of traveling together, they've kind of become friends. Just a little bit.
Well, I didn't hear a no, so we're gonna go with it.
What's
I
that?
like it. Nothing. Your consent is implied.
Yeah, you're all right.
So Brandon, if I up my base attack on this spreadsheet,
Yeah.
do I also up it? Where is that? Do I also up it under attacks for weapons, or do I
Yeah.
leave that alone? Okay.
The attack column there is to total up your bonuses for your base
Oh.
attack, your strength bonus, and any like +1s or +2s for the weapons themselves.
Okay. So I just manually add that in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. That's cool. I just want to make sure I didn't add extra.
That way, when you look at when you're looking at the table for when you roll your d20, you just, oh, I used that number.
Gotcha. Thank you. A giant slayer sword suddenly became more valuable. Huh.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay.
Well,
I'll keep that in mind.
maybe not. Maybe not.
Hey, maybe not. I mean, you're right. Maybe not.
You know what? I've got an extra character sheet for some character I haven't used lying around, so I'm going to send that to y'all three as well, so you've got an example of like where all the stuff goes and how it all works.
Awesome.
Does the spreadsheet, it doesn't fill stuff in automatically, right? You don't
It
have it.
will fill the skills in automatically. All you have to do is put in your ranks. The ability modifier is taken automatically from where you put it on the left. And when you put the ranks in, it adds all the columns and the skills, or all the rows and the skills together for that particular skill.
Well, damn. I should go look at this. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And I sent you a 3rd level half orc barbarian, because he's got a pretty simple setup, and you can see how it all works. Oh, geez. Just realized for that character sheet, I put in the skill ranks in the miscellaneous modifiers column. So just pretend that's the ranks.
How do I tell if my constitution went up or changes?
Every 4th level, you get an ability modifier point that you can assign to strength, dex, constitution, or whatever.
Got you. Okay.
You can also get it from items.
Like I own stones.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Or intelligence scepters.
Okay, so it says for hit points, it says roll a hit die, add your character's constitution modifier, and add the total roll to his or her hit points, even if the character's constitution. So, and add 1 hit point no matter what. So
Yeah.
that, like, I'm just rolling a d20 for that.
No, each class has its own what's called a hit die. For fighters, it's a D10. For barbarians, it's a D12. For wizards, it's a D4, and it's all specified in the relevant section of the player's handbook for each class.
Okay. This is why I have to do YouTube videos.
For Levs, it's a D1.
No, it's a
That
D4.
sucks.
It's a D4 -1.
So I die.
I gained 2 hit points this level. I'm at 25.
It's not bad.
Who's
Okay, so for Constitution, I have a 22 and a 6. I'm assuming I add it to the 6, right?
Yeah, that's the modifier.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Sorry.
No
I'm sure
worries.
that's a stupid question.
No.
All right, so that's plus 13.
We're glad you're gaining hit points.
Yeah.
That's,
You know, if you want to use the 22, I'm not going to bitch about it.
well, Victor might, and given my ridiculous amount of hit points already, that's fair. I don't need that many.
What do you got? 216?
I have 229 now.
Damn.
I just picked one up, so I mean, I can't complain. I'm okay on hit points. That's not what Bash is lacking.
And then you've got the ability. Do you have a level in Barbarian?
I don't think I do. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I don't.
It's going to be in the
No, I don't.
class. Oh well.
Yeah, just fighter.
I was going to say if you did, you could rage, and then you'd gain 30 more hit points automatically.
Plus, you get fast movement.
Yep. Jeez, I've got to figure out how LJ's new attack scheme is going to work.
What's new about it, Brandon?
My base attack bonus is now at 10-5-1, so I get an extra pair of attacks.
Oh, so what was it before?
Whoa, jeez.
It used to be I had 2 attacks, and I have a feat that gives me an extra one with each hand, and now I have 3 attacks with a feat that gives me an extra one for each hand.
I'm gonna just use it without the headset. That way, who wants to use headsets? I'm good either way.
Let's go to headsets.
Okay, I'm good either way. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I guess so. Yes, absolutely. Actually. All right, can you hear me? Okay, guys.
Yes.
Good. All right, so back on track. You guys are being led by a trio of fire giants and a couple of ogres towards the Colosseum that you can see off in the distance. So you're basically the great city of Maerimydra. You had a glimpse of it for a brief moment as the smoke cleared. You could see off to the side. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can capture that and put it into a chat for you. I'll do that in a second. You can see way about a half mile away from you, across the city, is a giant Colosseum. About halfway between the Colosseum and you on the left. So basically, looking at the map, it would be down over here. So yeah, you can see the Colosseum way off in the distance. Way off over here, you can see a castle that is surrounded by fires. And then off on this side, you can see a weird spider-shaped building of some sort that does not look in good repair. But for a moment, you could see all that. For just a moment, when the smoke cleared, because a draft was coming down from below. And for a moment, the city was visible. And then immediately after that, boom, the smoke returned. The entire city is like full of smoke. There are fires burning literally everywhere. There are, in the very tops of the cavern, of this huge cavern that's hundreds of feet high. There's smoke and actual fires burning up in the tops of the cavern as well. So city's not in good state. It's not, a lot of unhappiness is going on right now. But for you guys, you're just tootling along. got all the characters up here. I've got other maps down there for actual like getting together party fun stuff that you'll do because you're you. Is it over here? Did I do that? I did that thing. Nope. Okay, fuck you. Which one did we do? We did that. All right, good enough. We're gonna do that. Yeah, because you guys are walking down the promenade of the center of the city. So these streets are about 50 feet wide, just to give scale. The Grand Avenue you're walking down is about 50 feet wide. Each of these red fires is an active bonfire, around which you can see a scattering of giants, ogres, goblins, a few drow.
What are they burning?
Oh,
People?
Drow.
no, they're not burning. Well, no, actually, they are burning people, but they're burning buildings because all the buildings around you seem to be fairly vacant.
Uh-huh.
They're burning bits of buildings, mushrooms, a few people here and there. It's going down. The denizens of the fires in this area don't give you any grief. When you get down to here, they absolutely challenge you. Those of you who speak giant hear them basically saying, "What the fuck are you bringing centaurs down to see the king? That this is craziness." The guys who are leading you down are like, "Ah, it's fine. It's good. It's good. This is a normal thing that happens every day. You're fine."
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, John. Thank you very much. What a guy. What a guy. You're down here. You're down here. This is the really grand corridor. You can see the promenade, I guess would be. Oh shit! I'm sorry. No, yeah, 50. So this area right here is about 150, almost 200 feet wide, and you can see on one side is the you can see it much clearer now. M8 or M6, sorry, appears to be some sort of giant spider temple thing. Parts of it even from this distance, you're a good 1,000 feet away or so. No, about 500 feet away. You can see from this distance, it's parts of it have been shattered, destroyed. And then off to this side, you see a great castle. The castle goes all the way up to the ceiling, actually. These two different spires each lead upwards. One spire shrinks, the other spire grows, and joins into a stalactite coming down from the ceiling. And the castle goes all the way up into the ceiling of the cave. It's surrounded by bonfires, and you can see very clearly the giants, goblins, ogres, blah blah blah. There's a few ogre magi actually at this last fire that give you guys the real stink eye.
Ooh.
The what now? The ogre magi. What?
Ogre magi, yeah, they're like because they're very intelligent
Right.
ogres. So yeah, they're like, okay, what the fuck is going on with these guys?
Have a memory.
Yeah. So they come down, bring you down here.
Give them a little wave.
It's still going down. Everything's cool. They're like, it's fine. It's fine.
Looking for this.
Yep. Looking for this. Dun dun dun. So pull that out a little. That's about right. So it continues down as it gets closer. I'm going to describe the Colosseum from the outside. As soon as I pull it up. You go. The Lake of Blood. They have a Lake of Blood. So the Colosseum. Sounds of battle emerge from within the Colosseum. Even through two stone walls separating the inside from the outside. You guys are basically easily 100 feet, 200 or 300 feet away. And, Bob the Badger immediately catches it. Everybody who has a listening skill of more than 10 completely can tell. You hear the sounds of combat, the clang of metal, the roars of angry warriors, the cheer of harsh voices, and a disturbing sound like a sextuplet of blasts blown on giant trumpets, echoing from within the enormous building ahead. From the volume, it sounds like a crowd of some size, but not a throng of thousands. The building itself is oval, and its outer walls are more than 60 feet in height. A battlement runs along the top of the wall, and numerous windows dot the sides. No one seems to be looking out from the Colosseum. 6 large double doors stand open along the long side of the building. This appears to have been the crowning achievement of the city. Something you would build at the height of your culture. One of the ogres has run ahead as you guys are getting up to it, and disappears into the Colosseum itself. Let's see if I have this. The Colosseum. That's how you know it was the Colosseum. Okay. You guys go in. Where the fuck did I put that sheet of paper? Dust up here. I sneaked. Whatever. Fucking papers. Alright. You know what? Unless we need to, I'm just going to use a big red dot for you guys. Yeah, no, that's perfect. A big giant frowny face. That's what you guys have right now. So the ogres, the ogre and the fire giants are leading you up the Colosseum stairs. You can hear the sound getting louder and louder. This is the public entrance, open doors that allow access to the public gallery. It's almost 200 feet long and at least 40 feet wide. The ceiling is sizable as well. 3 magnificent staircases lead up, and 2 small doors at either end lead to other areas within the Colosseum. There are flickering continual flame torches suspended from the ceiling that illuminate the chamber. And you can see several goblins lying against the back wall over here on the left, right there. All right, well, if you guys are going to do something unusual before we get to the next part, let me know now. All right.
I mean, you guys get what's happening right now, right?
Yeah, I
Blodge's
totally
gonna
understand.
slink off.
Yeah.
Duh.
Blodge's gonna be invisible and get off the back of the centaur and kind of try and hide in shadows.
Hey, I'm not sure who's on me right now, but I'm just saying I have a flying potion still, and
Oh.
I'm not afraid to use it and go
Um,
off Shrek on these guys.
no, that's
Yeah,
legit.
some sense
Frederick,
motion
yeah, you are not
checks.
able to get behind the last giant who's bringing up the rear of the group, but yeah, you are in the back of the party itself. Go ahead and roll a sense motive if you want to, please, sir. The giant does not appear to notice anything different going on when you do that, Blodgett.
26.
All right. The
Eleven,
giants appear to be in a state of definite, eager anticipation. Yeah, eager anticipation.
Now,
But Blodge is gonna roll away.
Okay, where is Blodgett going to head to, sir?
Any shadow along the wall where I can kind of sneak into.
All right, tell me, you can see the area that you're in. Tell me in chat, privately, where you're headed to. Because if you are trying to be very, very quiet, the rest of the party also cannot hear you. You didn't send me anything, Blodge.
I'm thinking
Okay.
about what I'm gonna say. Okay.
You know, you could say something like you're mobile, you stay like roll away in the shadows, but stay within 40 feet of the party or something like that.
That's what I'm working on that.
Okay, all right. Just saying. Doesn't have to be a static position.
so
Okay.
it either goes
Got it.
one of two ways. Either they're just trying to kill us, or this is actually how we meet the Fire Giant King. Because
Look,
I
I'm
don't
all
know.
for us meeting the Fire Giant King, but I don't think that's what's going on right now. I think they're just trying to walk us into the Colosseum and have a good laugh.
Yeah, basically,
We
yeah.
I think we should slit these guys' throats right now.
No. I don't agree.
Oh my god. So
Well, let's think about the consequences of that.
Right.
We're going to be fighting everyone in this city, and there's
Right.
not going to be a ring.
That is true, but if we wait, we are going to be in a ring fighting everyone in this city.
I don't think they're going to put the whole city in the Colosseum pit. At
Well,
least
they're just going to keep
all
sending
at
stuff at
once.
us. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point.
So
And
I
we-
look at the giant guy. I'm like, game's going long today.
Ask him, do we get to place bets?
Oh, that's a good one. Can we play some bets?
$30 gold says we kick the shit out of y'all.
Maybe not that one.
sorry.
We'll save that for later.
Sorry, I took a bigger bite than I thought. He says, so Zag, Blas was asking one of the giants about making a bet. Okay. And he nods and says, no, he shakes his head and says, I want to see who they're fighting first.
Okay.
Let's get a tactical overview of the situation before we react or make a decision. That's my thought.
Okay.
Stay loose and ready.
I mean, we're pretty far into this already. Like, I mean, there aren't a lot of good options at this point.
All right. You walk up into the stands itself.
Oh, good.
You are what?
Nothing.
You're good. You're walking with them. You're not going to dodge out and run away.
That's good.
All right, cool.
That's good.
You're going up the stairs into the stands themselves. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Where'd that go? No. 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 There we go. Okay. So you go up into a steeply inclined, very steep incline, 40-foot wide seating gallery. The gallery circles the entire building. The arena edge is 20 feet above the floor, which actually I'm going to put you here. So you are now standing above that area, that room. You're in the stands themselves. 4 large stairs from the gallery, 3 on the side that you're on, and 1 on the opposite side on the western side. The stands are mostly empty, except for a knot of figures at the northern corner. Okay, thank you. A number of ogres and giants are watching a pitched battle on the arena floor, cheering loudly and gesticulating wildly. In the center of the front row is an oversized fire giant who cheers loudest of all. While the other fire giants have fiery or red-orange hair, this one's hair and beard seem quite literally to be made of fire, and his eyes smolder like embers. He wears black full plate armor, and large bat-like wings stretched behind him, twitching as he cheers. In the center of the arena, a huge 6-trunked armored elephant battles 3 frightened-looking ogres. I had another picture of him. Oh, I
So
know I
that
have
would
another
be
picture.
Kurgoth, no doubt.
Put it.
Yeah, that's our guy.
Okay, yeah, I think I put that. Yeah, those are the guys. So okay, these are a bunch of fire giants and ogres, watching the show, and over here is the giant fire giant with bat wings and literal flaming hair and face, with 5 very sizable ogres and giants around him. And there is a small ogre kneeling down before him, who points back at you guys when you come up the stairs.
Okay, see, it's cool. It's cool. This is just how we meet him. It's cool.
No slitting of throats. Everything's good.
It's all good. It's all good. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. You're fine. I'm fine. It's all good. We're fine.
Nothing to worry about, man. What are you getting scared for?
It's game over, man. Game over.
All right. As you're watching, you see as you're watching below, the elephant rushes one of the guys, picks him up in 2 of his tusks, and impales him upon, or sorry, picks him up in 2 of his trunks and impales him upon his tusks. Impales the ogre upon its tusks. At which point, Kurgoth and these guys cheer wildly, and these guys, you can see that there are some people were betting on the ogres for some reason, and they're not happy.
That was rather foolish.
All right. The fire giants that are with you point and usher you over to who you now assume to be Kurgoth and his group. Let's see where I put this guy. There we go. Kurgoth Hellspawn. Damn it. Heck of a name. It's a nice name.
It's a good name.
His real name's Maurice, but you know, he changed it.
You got to go with the name that suits what you're doing for a living.
Because he speaks in the pompatus of love.
Well, apparently he does. I mean, he's half fire giant, half demon at some point. Yeah, his mother was a looker.
He has a high-pitched, squeaky voice, like he's been sucking helium.
Okay. The fire giants usher you over to the audience with Lord Kurgoth. And he turns to you and says, "Ah, hello! You have
God,
you're down to
Awesome.
invite us."
don't
Love
do that.
that.
Don't do that, Victor.
He has a Mickey Mouse voice.
You know, people often bring up like
Oh,
fantasy
hi, guys.
writers and their writings and what issues they had, and I'm starting to wonder about the DM and all the inbreeding that's going on in this thing. Like, there's a lot of mixed creatures just running around wild in very impractical ways, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, your DM has definite issues. Sorry. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. All right. Kurgoth is staring the lot of you down. The fire giants stop a good 50 or 20 feet away, and say, "Lord, these are the intruders to the city who requested audience with you." Cool, thank you. Kurgoth looks at the group of you and says, "Why should we not toss you into the ring?"
Because then we could not solve your problems.
And we'd kill
This'll be
anything you could
this'll
throw
be
at us.
this'll be LJ talking.
Okay.
In Giant, because I just spent a skill point to learn Giant.
All right, good job.
Good.
Literally everyone is listening now. Give me, if you would please, a diplomacy check now, and
Carlos will strumming a quiet, inspirational tune.
okay.
Yo! That's a natural 20. So that will be 34.
This is one of those moments like those commercials when so and so talks, people listen. Everyone is curious to see what the fuck you're talking about. Does that give him a bonus, John?
And +1.
All right, so 35 then.
It
Alright.
don't get better than this.
It actually doesn't. Is anyone else doing? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Check.
I've got to use the bathroom really bad, but I feel it'll help me get into character for this encounter.
I mean, it just might actually. All right. Kurgoth says, okay. You have a minute to tell us why you feel you can solve any problem that exists.
LJ will talk about, he'll briefly run over what happened at Sith Morcaine and tell how we defeated many of the drow and all of their priestesses, and tell of how he knows that the rest of the drow reside here in the city, and they pose a danger to our home, so we have come to kill them. And it just so happens our goals may align just a little bit.
Okay.
Because with them gone, Kurgoth and the giants and their kin will have full control of the city.
All right, give me a bluff roll, please.
I'm not bluffing.
Make
Okay,
a
well,
bluff
he's trying to
roll.
do a sense motive to you.
Okay. 17?
So your total 17.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess +1 for the bardic music, 18?
+1 for the bardic music. All right. In the shallows. Suzanne, did you give me a spot? All right.
I got 33.
Thank you much. And he says, why would you, a good centaur and a ranger, help us?
Purely for the sake of convenience. Perhaps we align less so on other issues, in fact, almost certainly. But on this one, we do. And so we have no quarrel with you.
Broderick makes a sense motive. I'm trying to pick up on the mood of Kurgoth.
I was actually going to ask you to do that.
Yeah. Because I might step in. I've got something I think I may say.
Okay, give me
I have bluff.
Give me your sense motive roll, please.
And a great Klingon philosopher once said, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend."
That's true.
23, Vic.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right. You can tell he's definitely distrustful, but still listening. Distrustful, but listening. All right.
Broderick puts his arm on LJ's shoulder as a way to basically say, here, I'm going to step in and say something.
Sure.
And Broderick just says, Kurgoth, you're obviously very busy with a lot of affairs, and we have successfully worked with other creatures of many alignments, including evil. And no doubt you have some task or tasks that you would like to have completed. But you can't, maybe you don't feel bothered. You don't want to be bothered with. And also, it'd be a good way to test this. Why not give it a try? What have you got to lose?
I'm gonna look over at Frederick and whisper something in his ear. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the sake of expedience, rather than going on a side quest, how about we just ask Frederick, or how about we just ask him what the largest thing or the scariest thing he has in this arena is, and then we kill it.
No.
No, I'm just telling him he's probably got some,
Okay.
some kind of some sort of task that it'd be nice to have taken care of, but he can't be bothered to dick with it. So
I really hope
send us
it's
to do it.
I really hope it's quick because
Yeah,
I
it's gonna be something like go clean the shitters for the other creatures that fight in the arena.
Right.
you're gonna clean the bodies out of this arena.
That was actually one of the tasks of Hercules. So
See?
clean the
Kurgoth knows
stables.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He knows I'm
You
not
got-
asking. We're not asking for menial janitor work. We're asking for something that's actually a challenge. He
got
knows that.
no idea
I'd
how
settle for
strong
menial
I am.
janitor work. I'm not fussy.
Can I-
That's
I'm
lethal.
okay with that.
Vic, you want me to make a bluff check?
Can I try something?
No. Joel, give me a diplomacy roll, and then yes, and then tell me what you're gonna do, Zach.
Okay.
Um,
Well, let's see. That's even better.
I will from behind the group
What's
look
that?
up at the giant king and say, "You, my lord, are obviously magnificent and huge. We, on the other hand, are small and insignificant. We can get into places that you may not be able to get into. All we ask is that you help us to access your enemy. And then you'll know the time when it's best for you and your troops to deliver the final blow."
All right. He
My
seems-
diplomacy, by the way, is very low. I only have +3, but I'm happy to roll.
Well, he seems to be taken by Frederick's proposition, his verbiage, and so you're adding fuel to the fire. He's not. The fact that gnolls and centaurs are working together is not lost on him.
We're adaptable.
Our kind are kind of like mortal enemies and all.
It's pretty freaking weird, is where he's coming from. It's like, all right, cool,
Just wait until he hears the story of how he used to be a half elf and a dwarf.
right?
And
You know, maybe now would be a good time for me to
Okay,
tell a
thank you.
dick joke in Giant.
Right there, you go.
we can
All right, so he
Sorry.
says, the castle is surrounded by a force field that we have not been able to penetrate.
Hmm.
I have more than enough men to annihilate every drow in that building if we can get in.
We can get you in.
That sounds
I
like a
can
true
I
win-win
can get
situation here.
if he wants to go into that building, I can get him in. I have a plan that I am convinced will get
Oh,
him
God.
in.
All right.
Broderick says, well, Kurgoth, if your whomever is your primary sorcerer or magic user would like to consult with ours, I'm confident we can make a plan and get you in there post haste. Enjoy your game in the meantime.
Frederick,
Yeah.
ask him how
And-
big his
and-
balls are, because if he wants to get in there, I have a plan if his balls are big enough.
Okay. I'll say it to him in Giant, by the way. Oh, I'm speaking in Giant to him, just out of
Yeah.
politeness.
I don't
Right.
speak giant, so I can't say it to him.
It actually rhymes in giant, which is what makes it funny.
He says, if what you say is true about Sizith Morcaine, and it, you seem to have enough knowledge of the place for it to be true, I will give you 4 hours to get into the building. And in that time, you will either have succeeded or you'll have to entertain Tusk. And he looks over, and as you can see, the 6 trunked elephant is demolishing the last giant before it.
Well, Kurgoth, do you have anything for us to work with? A scroll, a map, a something. Just a little bit of a boon, just to give us some orientation as to how to approach this.
He says, I will give you everything that we have, which is nothing.
Okay, I want to try the. I think we should try the direct approach with him.
He says, I will. You will not go entirely alone. And he chuckles. Give me a listen check. Anybody who has a. Actually, no, specifically Blaz and Lev for different reasons. Give me a listen check.
Okie doke.
What a shame, because I rolled well.
It's all right. I did too. I got a 22.
Hold on. I doubt I'm going to do better than that, but. Oh, I got a 22.
Don't forget the +1.
Oh, we got 23.
23.
Good job, guys. You hear and see and smell. You don't smell. You hear and smell. Flapping wings, and you smell brimstone.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Are you surprised?
From which direction?
I noticed
Above.
that they noticed that.
No, you don't.
Okay.
From above, you said?
From above, I said.
Lev will look up.
I sort of tap whoever's next to me and like.
Above you, the sky is, obscured by the clouds that cover the top of the cavern. But a bolt of flame is slowly flying down from the clouds, obscured in smoke. And when it alights at the edge of the Colosseum, you see it is a modestly, it's not really tall, actually. I think it's like only 12 feet tall. Looks like a giant 12-foot tall humanoid looking demon with flaming wings, wielding a enormous whip that is also on flame. Kurgoth says, my lieutenant will keep an eye on you
Great.
in case you decide to forego your side of the bargain.
Will he assist us?
You
Doubt it.
have succeeded in you have succeeded in besting all the drow in Sizithmore Kane. This should be simple for you. My armies will let you pass, and I will tell you that
None shall pass. Shall not pass.
That shall not pass.
I am the sorcerer of our army, and both I and my lieutenant have attempted to dispel the barrier to no avail. You may or may not remember, but when you got to the bottom level of Sizithmore Kane, there was a barrier, and he describes it of being similar.
Okay.
The barrier that kept you guys from getting into the bottom level of Sizithmore Kane. You were able to dispel that one. I think it was a couple of tries, or may have succeeded on the first. I don't think it was the first, but it might have been. but they've not been able to dispel this one.
Okay.
Kurgoth, is there a focal point at the structure you're trying to breach where you suspect we should attempt to deactivate the force field?
We're not going to get in until we deactivate the force field.
Okay, so
Right, but he says, and I'm sorry, I said like 4 hours. Probably it'd be like 12. He'd probably give you like 12 hours. He's going to
Okay,
give you
all
12
right.
hours.
Woo.
okay, look, we're looking at this as a brute force, sneaky approach. What if we look at this as a diplomatic approach? We take his lieutenant captive, pretend captive.
I don't
We
think he's gonna
walk
go
up.
for that.
We walk up to this protective barrier, and we
Oh.
talk to Sith Morcaine, and we say, "Look, we're here on your side. We've captured Kurgoth's lieutenant. Better if it's Kurgoth himself, because they won't be able to resist the bait. They will let us in, and then we overrun the thing."
That's actually kind of fun.
That's not a
Yes,
bad idea.
we take a couple giants with us as prisoners. We put their weapons in our bag of holding. They can have them back when we get there, depending on how things go. They don't need to know this.
I mean, I bet they have some extra weapons lying around.
Well, that's fine, but I'm saying we need to make it look legit. We need to make it look like we took a large group of prisoners. We say that we're bringing them to Sith Morcaine to win their favor, so that we can side with her, and she will let us in. She won't be able to resist, like at least giving us audience, just like he couldn't.
Hey, don't we have
Can
giant
you say this out
parts?
loud?
Don't we have giant body parts in our bag of holding somewhere?
You have fire giant body parts in your bag of holding somewhere.
We might not want to
those
look
will go over well.
Show the fire giants.
Okay, so I think that you're onto something. That is, if the demon is willing to play along, and we basically, when we get there, just like we need a cart. We need a cart, and we need a cloak, and then no, I'm kidding about the cloak. But we just take out all of our giant body pieces and load them on the cart as we roll up, and we're like, hey, we just, we're here to help you kill giants. We really fucking hate
Well,
giants.
hold off. Here's the thing. If we can bring prisoners, though, then we have an army with us. That all we
So
have
you
to do
guys
is
are
set
talking
loose.
about this right now, currently,
No,
right?
we should not talk about this right now. We should get over there. We should get to a proper planning place where we can just like talk amongst ourselves, and also consider the use of a cool spell called Major Image, so that we can avoid taking real prisoners and avoid using real body parts.
We need the real prisoners. The real prisoners are key to this. That's the thing. The real prisoners are what sell this and what buy us opportunities down the road. We have to have real prisoners.
I don't know.
Does
I
anybody
gotta
have
trick a sorcerer with some cool
Y'all need to
image
talk
spell.
about this somewhere else.
Yeah.
Are there any fake eyes I can steal? Fake body parts?
Do they have any props lying around, Victor?
Well,
Yeah,
you
he
got
has
the
on
dead,
that-
you got the
he
dead
hasn't
ogres
asked him
down
about
at the
any of this.
stadium.
Yeah, I was about to say, can we go down in there and actually clean up the body parts and just take them with us?
I'm trying to climb into an ogre suit and I'll be the prisoner. No, we need a high level person as the prisoner. Like that's the only way this works.
That or the illusion, perhaps the illusion of a high level prisoner. If Kurgoth can cast a mirror image of himself to go with us.
We're losing it. We're losing it here. Our job is to deactivate the force field. We should deactivate the force field.
Yes, let's just
And you know how to do that by
we get over there, and I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve.
Okay. It's either that or social engineering, one or the other.
Can Kurgoth
Let's just knock it out. Watch all hell break loose. This sounds really fun.
Can
I like Ben's idea. This is bold. This is fun.
I want to try dispelling it first.
Right, hold
but
on,
if we
hold
can't
on.
figure it out, then maybe
Hold on real quick. So am I correct that you guys are leaving and then you're going to discuss this amongst yourselves, or is there something else that you want to specifically say or do amongst the fire giants who've assembled to talk to you?
No, I'm mostly
Slash
interested in the lieutenant. I'd like to talk with him, but we don't have to do that here.
Or the lieutenant pays no more mind to you after Kurgoth finishes talking to you and flies back up into the clouds to be a very angry demon and try to kill things when he's bored.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, he's not going with you.
Okay, we need to tell
He's
He's
going
watching over us.
200 feet above you and is going to be watching you.
Okay, then we need to tell Kurgoth that we need, at the very least, we need a couple high-level, like, bad guy giants for him to that will follow our commands, and that we can take pretend hostage.
And have one of them look like Kurgoth.
I really don't like that. I really don't
Yeah,
like that.
no,
I would rather it be Kurgoth himself. I would rather Kurgoth balls
No.
up and come
Oh my
with
god!
us.
Please,
He can just go in there and wreak havoc, or not.
All right,
Can
so
we ban
Bash
this guy?
asks Kurgoth for some fire giants to go with you guys, or for Kurgoth himself if he's up for it. Correct?
No,
No.
please,
Bash, give me a diplomacy check, please.
Oh my god!
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is
No!
funny.
Oh my god!
I gotta
Can
see this.
we ban this guy?
No.
Do a kick ban on your fellow PC.
I cannot see punishing Ben for coming up with a creative idea. This is
But
good.
what do I roll for diplomacy?
D20
guys?
plus your diplomacy roll, which for you is like a -5.
No, it's like a 4.5 now, and I rolled an 18. So that's a
All right, so
18,
20
19, 20, 21, 22, 22.5.
All right, so they don't
Plus
kill you; they
sparkling
laugh.
music. Oh, thank God.
All of them laugh uproariously. They just fucking fall out. Even the demon chuckles. He's like, "Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one."
LJ will say, "Thanks. We'll be here all week. We're gonna leave now."
No, Froderick laughs too, and I put down 200 gold.
Kurgoth looks at you when he gets up and says, "The only way people get into the castle is dead."
Okay, well that's
Queen,
useful information.
The Drow Queen has been stealing dead bodies to use for her zombies as often as she can.
Oh, that's
Where
good
does
to
she
know.
steal
So,
the dead?
If you
Where does she
guys
steal
want
the
to
dead
get
bodies
into the
from?
castle easily, simple, just die, and then they all laugh again. We can help you with that if you want to get in the castle tomorrow. That's like today. We can get you in there. You can get in easy. Getting in alive.
That's a very good piece of information. Thank you.
So is this
Yeah.
So we're going to be dealing with zombie giants.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
know
what
if you
you're trying.
remember.
Wait, not
Queen
only
of the
that,
Un-
is there a way we can fake our death? Is the next question.
I've got an idea with Lev.
Kurgoth pulls out his sword and says, "Need a hand?"
I like the way Kurgoth thinks.
So I'm going to suggest that we leave this space and go towards our other space. I do have one last question for Kurgoth, which is there a safer way for us to traverse to get to the edge of the barrier? Can you at least help us with that?
He says, "One of my ogres will guide you to the edge of the barrier. Go."
Froderick puts down 200 gold pieces and says, "I'm betting on Tusk winning on the next round. I like your elephant."
Kurgoth laughs, and one of the fire giants next to him reaches over and takes the 200. He says, "You're on."
Good.
He says, "It's a good bet."
It's a good bet. Yeah, safe bet. Safest one we're gonna make today.
All right. They no longer pay any attention to you. The guys behind you.
The fuck off. Yeah.
The demon flies up, and the fire giants surrounding you bow. And even though Kurgoth has turned away, they bow to him and then usher you out.
Thank fuck, we didn't die.
Froderick gives a curt nod to Kurgoth, just out of respect.
Appreciated. All right. You guys get out of the... yes, correct. You did not die, so good job on that. Okay. You are at M12, the Colosseum. Where would you like to go? The ogre is like, "Where do you want to go?"
Tim.
What?
Tim.
Where does no, the ogre's not gonna know that. It doesn't matter. We need to figure out where they go to find these bodies.
Gandalf. Shit.
Ask him about
Yeah,
Gandalf.
the Balrog would know, wouldn't he?
Balrog knows. Yeah, that's a great way to start a fight.
I was making a joke. I want to go see Tim stock up on magic items. No, I mean, why do we need to go see the bodies? Shouldn't we just go to the edge of the force field?
Because I think okay, if you can dispel if LJ can dispel the force field, that's awesome. Or Lev can dispel the force field, that's awesome. But we need a backup plan in case you can't. And I think the easiest way to get in is to get in with a bunch of dead bodies. If we're not going to take hostages and they're not, then we go in with dead bodies. We
I
can do
feel
that.
like
So, Lev, you know
my
that
intuition-
necromancy you've been wanting to do for a long time?
yeah.
This might be the time to do it.
Hey, can you take down the barrier?
Yeah, basically,
I can
animate
take-
some bodies and get them to go inside and disarm the force field.
I can take down the barrier.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I've got a trick up my sleeve.
Prismatic penis? What?
Well, something like that.
Okay.
Would it help if we threw the ogre into the barrier?
I mean, he might be a good little test dummy to see what happens. Do they just stop or do they die? I'd imagine since it's the goddess of death, you cross the force field and you die.
You probably take damage, is my guess. Isn't that what happened in Sith Mortain?
Is it? I've slept since then.
Are you reading comic books?
But now that we're done with Kurgoth, the demon fire giant king,
I wasn't.
I really need to take a bio break.
Okay.
Cool. How are we doing, gang?
Good. How are you?
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think we need to wait for Brendan to come back to see if he can take down the barrier.
Yeah, our wizard is peeing right now, so.
All right. So, but do you want the ogre to guide you to the castle?
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
please. I thought that's what was happening. We were
take a look,
talking
see.
as he was guiding us.
Clock is ticking.
All right. You guys come up on the castle, Maerimydra.
And I'm sorry, the castle is the southern, the northeastern structure.
Correct.
Thank you.
The guy's name is Cable. Which one?
All right. A gracefully sculpted archway. Oh, no. Sorry, that's M6, M8. Oh, there we go. The Castle Maerimydra. Varying encounter levels. All right, sorry. A plateau nearly 100 feet in height rises at the eastern end of a great avenue bisecting the city. A steep set of stairs leads up to the gates of the dark, elegant castle here at the heart of Maerimydra, whatever. Its graceful curves and flouted battlements are weirdly beautiful, the very summation of drow aesthetics. Encampments of goblins, ogres, giants, and other creatures surround the castle. The monsters gather around their cook fires, squabbling, bickering, and conversing in a dozen different languages. Hold on a quick second. Basically, the second. Okay, cool. Just double checking that. All right, actually the ogre is gonna a couple of the people at the encampment have questioning glances. The ogre tells them you run an errand from the king and gets you up to the staircase to the front of the battlements. He kind of shies back. He's not really about going up to the actual castle itself.
Is the barrier visible?
Nope. Neither was the last one you encountered.
Okay.
How about somebody neutral try it first?
Yeah, I would recommend.
Bash takes out a spoon and throws it at where he guesses the barrier might be.
I'll just spoon again.
Well, last time we just put him on our nose after we couldn't do anything and almost died touching the thing.
Try a mouse. Yeah, someone just grab a mouse. Or
It's like, make it.
Yeah, is a mouse a common item? I can pull it out of the cloak.
we have a beaver.
He's a
Well,
badger.
everybody's familiars are already dead, so we can't do that.
Bob the Badger's still around, but we should not.
Badger. Right, sorry, badger.
We shouldn't do that.
Anything happened to the spoon that I throw at the barrier?
Are there any spiders around?
Nothing. The spoon flies through the air all the way to the edge of the castle. And
Okay, so this only affects people or living things. Okay.
thank you.
I'd like to have Lev do a detect magic to zero in on the exact location of the barrier.
Okay.
Like the last time I touched one of these things, I know it took my hit points to like half.
What?
It was bad. I remember it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, it
It
was
scared me. I don't remember how bad exactly, but it was pretty bad.
That's a pretty legitimate fear. Check out.
Damn it.
Aren't you in bed, buddy?
Oh, they have a really cool visual. I want to show you guys this.
Pardon me.
That is the image of Castle Maerimydra. That's what it looks like before you.
Where's the spoon?
Barely. This is the castle.
That's a bad acid trip.
Yes. Yeah, this is what the castle looks like up ahead. All right, cut it out. At the very base, it's comes up out of the plateau, and the rock itself goes straight up. You see little lights along all the things here, and the spires go on up and up and up and up, and you can see the stalactites from the top of the cavern coming down. Little archways, graceful archways, go between the two towers. When you look up into the darkness, the clouds that surround at the top of the area here, you can see. Actually, no, you can't. Give me a spot check. Yeah, go and give me spot checks for the party. I'll see if we can actually see what's up there. 28, you said?
No, 29.
29. Oh, good.
26.
Yeah, Zag's going to see that. So 29 is going to spot it. You see flying shapes. They are familiar, actually. You've seen these before. Vrox see at least 2 Vroks, V-R-O-C-K, the demons flying up around that area.
I say in a dramatic fashion, under my breath, in a stage kind of whisper, rocks. Because I'm looking up.
Why did it have to be Vroks?
I
What
want a
has
frog.
rock?
Well, we will rock you.
They will if they can. All right, looking up from the bottom.
Well, is Brendan back? So what's your idea to get rid of this like barrier thing?
Well,
And
my
how
first
can we-
thing is I've got a greater dispel magic prepared. If that doesn't work, I've got an anti-magic ray that might work, maybe. And if all else fails, we do have one more wish. And I know exactly the spell that will take this shit down.
Oh yeah, Alter Module is what it's called, I think.
No,
So
it's
question
Where's your?
called.
No, you don't. You used your last wish, bringing back love.
No.
No.
No, we didn't.
No.
Because
He didn't
he
die.
had his wing, and it brought him back to -3, and then we cured him.
He went down to -6.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Remember? He took 3 points from
Because
the
of the
demon
bleed
poison.
damage.
But no, there was no. That we still have one wish left.
As far as we know, I mean, it could be a fake wish.
No, this is the ring with the real wishes.
With the cat.
Yeah.
All right.
The question is if you try something, how do we know it works, and how do we know how long it works? I mean, there's really no way to know. We just have to either throw something at it that's alive and see what happens. Because I don't trust that. I mean, we could ask like what happens when you walk into that thing.
You take a load of damage, I assume.
Why don't
Yeah, I
you
know.
try summoning a creature and having it walk in?
Good idea.
What I'm
That's
here
not
for.
a bad idea.
Let's not test that right now. Let's test that once the barrier is dispelled.
Well, but it'd be
Once
nice
we
to
think
know.
it
I mean,
is.
if you could summon a bunch of like low-level creatures, preferably evil creatures,
Maybe
I actually
12
don't
barbarians.
orcs, maybe just a bunch of orcs.
I actually don't have a summon spell prepared right now. Could you do it?
Oh, I can do it. I love this idea. This is a great idea.
That horn. The horn of barbarians.
It doesn't go against my previously chaotic, currently lawful neutral alignment at all.
How'd you get to be lawful neutral now?
Because I took on Monk as my second. It was the whole thing when I died. Remember that? I disappeared for a while.
I remember.
If we have a wish, can we just wish that the whole tower falls?
It's a really risky one because that's not really a spell.
Well, yeah, wish only wish for a specific spell. Unlimited wish is what you're looking for to do something like that. And we don't.
Okay.
Have that.
Gotcha. Okay.
And there's no way Victor or this module is going to let it be that easy. That's just not going to happen.
No, I mean you can use a wish to produce like really awesome, spectacular effects that are not in the list of things that are on wish. But it's very dangerous.
Well, at this point, whatever we do is going to be very dangerous. I mean, the idea that
It's
something that's
like-
going to be very dangerous is.
No, I mean like
I mean, we just attempted to befriend a fire giant demon. Like, there's not. There's not a lot of
It's-
non-dangerous
it's-
options at this point.
It's levels of risk. With this, we might die. You could even argue that we will probably die. But with that, I am nearly certain that we will die.
Gotcha.
You're certain we will die?
Nearly certain.
I am also certain that we will die, as all things must do at some point.
Okay. Anyway, Victor, do I have a bead on where the exact borders of the barrier are with the dispel magic, or not dispel, but detect? You're muted.
Right, I forgot that you were doing the detect magic. I was going to tell you. That's what I was looking up to tell you, and then I forgot to tell you that. It appears to, if you're looking at this picture, actually, it gives you a pretty good idea. It appears to be the walls of the castle itself.
Okay.
It's not outside of the castle. It is the walls of the castle itself.
Interesting.
Takes you, we're just going to, and I should have made you do a bunch of rolls to get that to that point. But basically, it's going to take you about 4 or 5 rounds of study and a couple of spellcasting checks. And you realize it's the walls of the castle itself comprise the forbiddance spell that forbids people from coming in.
Okay. Can I? Oh, it's a what spell?
Forbiddance.
Forbiddance.
Yes, that forbids anybody with a mullet from entering.
Mm-hmm.
Also Scientologists.
Is there some kind of spell that you can do that kills someone, but then lets them come back to life on their own?
Yeah, it's called the negative 9.5 hit point spell.
Well, right. I know there's that way to do it, but like, I mean, because if they're using zombies are dead. If they're using zombies to collect other body parts to build this army, right? Then there's nobody living going in and out of this thing. So maybe that's what it's detecting, is life itself. So if there was a way for us to be dead momentarily so that we could get through it, that would be helpful.
Okay, summon a creature, kill it, reanimate it, have it walk in, basically.
I like that idea.
Yeah, but you can't really tell if it's already dead, if it's going to.
If a summoned creature dies, it disappears.
You're right. Well,
Victor,
there's plenty of dead bodies laying around the city.
I've got a question.
How's that ogre doing that was standing next to us? Because I can adjust his quality of life real quick.
His attitude.
Yes.
I can summon 1 to 3 celestial badgers.
What does getting inside
I love you too, buddy. My hero.
do for us? How
We
does
don't
that
have
help
to
us
get
dispel?
inside. We just have to lower the field.
That's what I'm getting at. And
That's true. Okay.
I have a question about that, Victor. I'd like to roll a knowledge planes check to see if I can recognize what kind of demon the lieutenant is and how skilled his kind tend to be in abjuration.
In what?
Abjuration, the school of magic.
What the fuck is abjuration?
It's a school of magic.
Go for it.
Like thaumaturgy.
Yeah, go for it.
36.
It looks to be a type 6 demon. You've never dealt with them enough to know how good they are at abjurations.
Okay. Could I discern a species?
I just
Is
told
that what
you.
type 6 means?
a Baylor.
Oh.
It's the kind that pulled Gandalf down.
Okay.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
That's
It is
really
the strongest of all the demons.
Well, and he can't bring down this thing?
Correct.
Holy Christ.
Right. It's difficult.
Well,
That's
he's
why.
Well,
got-
and that's why I was saying I don't think our wizard's going to be able to do it. It's not that I lack confidence in our wizard. It just doesn't seem like if the wizard could just walk up and pull the spell down, that would be too easy.
Oh, you truly lack confidence in your wizard.
Okay.
No, we're just
Well,
waiting.
I will
some of
say
the
that.
bodies here and like wear them, make a suit out of their skin, and then we appear to be dead to the barrier.
Well, that's the thing is the barrier. Like, does the barrier have a way to sense whether we're truly dead or not? That's my question, or what I'm curious about.
So, Garros, are you suggesting that we tauntaun
If
our way
it's-
into the
If it's
Asshole?
forbidden,
It's possible.
it has nothing to do with us being alive or dead. It has to do with our alignment.
in which case neutral might be a good way to go?
Well,
So
if
neutral,
undead,
which we got a few people like that.
if undead things are able to walk inside no problem, then the alignment is chaotic evil.
Huh.
So if we're not chaotic evil, we will take some amount of damage.
You're currently
Sounds like a
standing on
plan,
on the plain in front of this castle.
But
It's been about 10 rounds so far. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna cast Greater Dispel Magic.
You
on
have
the,
a rogue, I could sneak around in there.
Are you chaotic evil?
Playing some music to assist with the spell.
Who's asking?
Well, if it has to do with a lot,
The barrier will ask you with certain amounts of damage that you will have to take if you go in, but I'm just asking so that you don't have to take that damage.
I am not
Well,
chaotic.
you also
evil.
don't know that Blodgett is going in. Blodgett is just saying they can sneak around.
Oh well, okay. If you want
I'm
to
not
sneak around,
chaotic evil, no.
then you will probably take damage. That would be my bet.
I'm a different sort of that, but I'm not chaotic, no.
It's fine.
how can it be?
Give me a roll for
What?
your Dispel Magic, please.
All right. That will be a D20 plus caster level, right?
Mm-hmm.
+1, I'm singing.
Plus one, yeah.
Use
You
it.
can put plus caster level
Plus one. Let's see. 19 plus 34.
No.
Ooh.
Didn't think it
What are
worked.
giants? What are the giants alignment?
Well,
'Cause
fucking
if it's a
Baylor
chaotic
can't dispel
evil
it. Yeah,
thing,
go ahead. Rock on. You got this. Make it happen,
like
Captain.
they would just walk through as giants. I don't understand. It can't be a chaotic thing or a evil thing because the giants would just get in.
Because the giants are chaotic evil. I don't know.
Well, that's what that's what I'm saying though. If the giants are chaotic evil and the spell, like the way to get in is it has to do with alignment, wouldn't the giants just be able to walk through it?
That's a good point.
It really is.
So I don't think it has anything. Like I don't think alignment can be the key determinant. Like that doesn't track.
Okay. Victor, can I do a spellcraft check to try and figure out why the dispel failed?
What if you guys just kill me and then use the wish to wish me back to life in full health once I'm inside?
Well, then we could just use the wish to take down the barrier, Goofy.
Because everybody said that we can't use the wish to do that.
Who said that?
I thought the wizard's whole thing was we can't
I
use the
said-
wish to take down.
No, I said we can't use the wish to just bring the tower down. I can
Okay,
use the
we
wish to
bring
cast
the
a spell that I'm fairly freaking certain will take the barrier down.
I'm just pointing out that I'm slowly losing more faith in our wizard.
That's fine.
Only because he walked up to this thing and was like, let me just dispel the magic that makes it so powerful. By the way, there's a demon and a giant demon that can't get through.
Well, look, they've got a different specialization than I do.
I mean,
They're
I will give the wizard credit. He's very confident.
How, Victor, do we have access to the entire perimeter around this castle? Around this barrier?
You're currently standing. Actually, let me change the maps.
I am also wondering about that spellcraft check, Victor.
What spellcraft check?
I asked if I could use a spellcraft check to try and figure out why the dispel failed.
No, you can't.
Fuck.
That's not a thing. That no.
Okay.
Usually dispels fail because they're low.
I'm thinking it's something a bloody gun put up because isn't that what we're after right now?
So here's my thought. I'll just put my thought out there for everybody. I don't. We have a limited amount of time on this, so depending on how far around it is the perimeter, we can do a perimeter walk and see if maybe we think that there's some gap somewhere or etc. And we just like collect like any living things we can find on the way and just throw them at the places where we think they might be gaps. I thought about what if we wanted to dig underneath, right? Does the barrier go underneath? But we can't see it. So how do we know unless we just start like sacrificing whatever living things we can find? You're on mute. You're on mute, Ben.
What if we use turn to mud and dig a hole underneath of it and just come inside the castle?
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
I'd have to go and
But there's
prepare
no way to know if the barrier extends underneath the earth.
I mean, that's worth a try. Like, I mean, I think it's safe to assume that there's not going to just be a hole in the barrier for us to like run around the perimeter and find it. And we could do it if we had more time, but
Right.
trying to go under it would make more sense to me.
I mean,
I wasn't going to fortify part of it. That's what I wouldn't fortify. I wouldn't make a barrier that runs into the ground.
Victor, is the ground earth or is the ground stone? I mean, I know this combination of, but what's the?
It'd be stone. The ground is stone.
Yeah, so we could use a stone shape if it was powerful enough to dig underneath, maybe.
Stone is made of rock, and I do actually have a rock to mud scroll.
Don't we have a stone expert former dwarf in the party?
We
Yes,
do.
a stone cutting. I have that.
All right. So, Victor, can we work together to look around to see if we think that there's a place, a rise, a something where we would more easily be able to dig a hole that we could go through to dig under? And I'm not saying we're doing that. I'm asking, we're assessing the situation.
Well, currently you are about 100 feet in front of the castle on a plateau that surrounds the castle. Give you a visual aid here.
I mean, if it helps us to sort of figure out to draw in the ground or in the dirt on the ground where the barrier is, or where we think it is, based on our detect magic spells.
Right.
Just to
the
give us.
detect magic spell has detected that there is a barrier, and it has detected that sorry. Where were we? Your detect magic spell has detected there is a barrier, and it has detected that it's basically at the castle walls, as far as you can tell. You guys are standing way over here. You're actually much, much further away from the castle. But you can see the stairs leading up to the actual entrance to the castle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's
Besides the rocks, are there any other creatures
Charlie
watching or
wants,
patrolling?
Say again?
Besides the rocks, is there anyone else watching or patrolling the area?
You haven't seen anyone else at all. No one else is watching or patrolling up here that you can see now.
Okay.
But we can't access that staircase. It's not beyond the barrier.
The staircase is not beyond. Sorry, say that. No. The barrier
staircase-
begins at the wall interior to the staircase. So it does appear from Leb's detect magic that you can walk up the stairs.
Shall we reconnoiter up there, guys?
Yeah.
Maybe send Blodgett or the
How about Frodrick and
the
Blodgett? If Blodgett wants to come with me, we go check it out because I've got stone cutting and I can look at the rock and get an idea what's going on. Maybe Lev is welcome to join us too, or any magic introspection.
Frederick, Garlos is going to lend you his invisibility ring, he says.
Technically, it's my invisibility ring I lent to him, but yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Originally, it was mine, but because
You gave it to him.
needs a better.
It was a Christmas present because you loved him so much.
mine, yours, you know.
It's what do we call it?
It's
Whoever
fun.
needs it the most, which is usually it's Garlos, gets to use it.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
It's a party favor. We pass it around for fun.
Oh, that's right. It's a cock ring some of the time.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's why it's sticky. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Okay, that's
Zach,
disgusting.
you're disgusted? What the hell's with you, man?
Wow, yeah, no,
Passing
right?
around a cock ring is.
That just tells you how horrible that visual was.
Yeah, I guess you're visualizing a little too deeply.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. As we were saying, please tell me we were saying something else.
No, I don't remember.
You got, I do now. You guys have the Frederick and Blodgett. You're going up the stairs, reconnoitering.
And start doing, and also I get with the stone cutting, I get an automatic check on any secret doors.
All right.
So I make a tentative step onto the stairs. Anything happen?
No. You're standing at the very foot of the very large tower, about 100 feet in diameter, rises several hundred feet in height. You have the smaller tower to your side. The lower walls are easily 60 or 70 feet high, and both towers have ramparts, but in front of you, you can see the grand staircase of gleaming dark stone winds up around the larger tower. So yeah, it is made of worked stone. You can tell. Actually, give me a stone cunning check, please, Frederick.
Thank you. Yes. Waiting for that.
I have a cunning stone.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's better than I thought. Jesus.
I have a cunning stone. All of my stones are cunning. That doesn't sound right.
24.
All right, 24 is pretty good. You were able to tell that okay. As you're walking up, you're able to tell that the stone was definitely built by drow. Their comparatively shoddy workmanship shines through because the stones are not evenly matched, nor are they seamlessly placed inside the walls of the castle. Would you like to move?
Okay. Keep checking up above on the ramparts to make sure nobody's peeking over the edge looking at us. as best we
So
can.
far, so good.
Okay.
You can also see that the dragon out of the way. Blodgett, give me a spot check, please. But as you ascend, you comes to a oh yeah, you come to this door. Comes up to that double door. Thank you, Blodgett. Blodgett, you notice that a few of the assembled ogres and fire giants down below have spotted you, and there's now more and more of them are basically looking and have no one spotted you. You're both invisible. Damn you, invisible
Get ready to type
characters.
that in there going, I thought we were invisible.
Messing with all my fun stuff I want to do to you. All right.
The rings.
The one ring.
It is definitely the way of the PCs. All right. You basically come to the grand stairs that ascend around the curve of the castle, and at a gate. The gate itself is, you're about 40 feet above ground level. The gate is made of iron reinforced with bands of some other metal, pierced by a pair of shuttered loopholes. And beyond that are two huge double doors.
Okay. I'm going to take.
Oh, sorry, no, I apologize.
All right.
Beyond that, there are no double doors. The gate is the double doors.
Okay. I take some holy water, pour it on a cloth, and put the cloth to the door handle and see what happens.
It gets wet.
I want to see if it smokes, steams, or if it gets repelled by the door.
If your hand falls off.
Well, I'm not touching it myself. That's why I got the cloth out. It's like touching a hot surface, you know.
No, at this point, nothing happens when you touch the gate with the holy water cloth, the holy cloth.
Okay. Do I sense anything with my hand? Any heat, vibration, resistance? That is unusual?
No, you don't sense anything with your hand. However, Blodgett, I'm going to use your spot check in this instance. You do see someone peering out from one of the murder holes next to the door, looking around, unable to see anything, and then going away.
Did they have like large eyes or human-sized eyes, or
Looked like a elfish, kind of drow eyes.
sort of like this?
Mhm.
I whisper. I just nudge where I think Frederick is, and I just say, "Watch. We're watching. Someone's watching us."
Froderick whispers, nudge some more there, please.
Sorry.
It feels good.
I'm sure.
Frederick hasn't found another knoll of his ilk in a long time.
Not
Closest he's
interested in
come is some
gnolls.
drow ass, and that's not really happening.
Yeah. Okay. So
Most of the drows are racists.
Should have tried seducing a dragon. You
I
know,
mean,
how
right?
randy it is.
There you go. You'd have a shot there. You'd have a shot.
there is something that I could do here. Power wisdom, ring of fire, ability, jumps, third flying. You know, so there was a window. Oh, okay.
Right.
Is it on? Yeah.
There's a window. Yes.
So there was a window.
There's a window.
I've got an idea. What if Blodgett tries spider climbing up to the window and see if she can get in?
Spider climb. Spider climb. Does whatever.
Hear that,
Spider climb can.
Suzanne?
Yeah, I heard it. My cats just destroyed my closet.
I kind of shy
That's a
away
type
from
5 demon.
I kind of shy away from that idea because Bloodert would have to touch the wall and the barrier. No,
Well, okay, that's a good point. Let's.
I've got two ideas for
Okay.
dispelling this barrier using the Wish Ring. I can either have Lev do it and cast Reaving Dispel, which is a 9th level spell. I've got so many freaking spell tabs open. Where did it go? Screw it. I can cast Reaving Dispel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty much the most powerful dispel magic that there is. Or I can have LJ use the ring and cast Miracle and ask his deity Pelor, enemy of all that is evil, really, really nicely, can you please dispel this barrier? So that we might, so that the drow inside might be destroyed.
Do we think if we open the door, we would be able to walk through the door?
Doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know.
God's going to probably say, we've already got money placed on you not making it like that.
Have you seen the amount of gems I'm carrying around? I will pay your bet.
All right, Blodgett and Frederick, what are you guys doing?
I have a grapnel. Why don't we see if we can just yank out a section of wall?
Well, that's an idea. Take the Underdark sword out and gently probe the wall and see what happens. You're muted, Vic.
So, Frederick, you're probing at the wall with the Underdark sword?
Just a little bit with
All right.
the make it with the not the tip, but the like the edge. Scrape it just a
So
little.
instead of just the tip, you're doing just the edge.
Yeah.
All right, give me a reflex save.
Uh, 25.
All right, you were able to scrape it along the wall without making too much noise. This is where we get a corpse. This is where we use a corpse to open the door. Okay. I thought Ben was saying this is where we get a corpse, as in Frederick's gonna die. You scrape it without making too much noise at all. Actually, with the 25, you make almost no noise. You are able to determine that it seems to be regular stone. Nothing unusual occurs when you're scraping it.
Interesting. Interesting.
Here's another question. What else other than giants have tried to get in here and died.
Shit.
They tried to
Didn't say
and they
that they
died.
died getting in.
Right. But the giants, right? I mean, like, there were other things. There's ogres and goblins and whatnot, right?
Ogres, goblins, giants. Yes.
So when I touch the holy water, the cloth with holy water, basically to the wall, nothing happened, right?
Correct.
That might be the key then, Blodgett. Maybe you should just don't not directly touch it. Just keep your hands and your feet covered.
60
Well,
feet high off the ground. They're only like 5 or 10 feet above these guys.
And then go through the window.
I have drow gloves, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on a second.
How would you give that a try?
All right,
didn't
so
want-
Blodgett, you're gonna put on some drow gloves and boots, and then do some climbing the wall.
Is there a window I can get to?
There is the one that you saw the guy poking through. Well, that's a murder hole, so
Right,
You
that's
could
not
really-
very big. Am I
yeah,
that
it's
big?
not very big. Yeah, it's less about half that.
But you
Yeah.
might find a window
They're
somewhere.
big enough to see through and shoot an arrow through. You can
Ooh. No.
see, maybe you can see
Does
some.
Bob have an alignment?
What?
Does Bob the Badger have an alignment?
Yes,
Uh,
neutral.
Yeah, I could have Bob do it.
But what if it hurts him?
Then he'll have to get a new badger.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on whether it's a save versus death or it does straight
Sure.
damage.
Is there a lock on the gate that I can?
Pick.
Is there a lock on the gate? Let me check real quick.
I
You
can
can tell that the. Hold on. You can tell that the gate is. It does have a lock. Oh no, it does not have an exterior lock.
Okay.
The lock appears to be on the inside, and there also appears to be a bar across it on the inside. So it is locked and barred.
What if you used the holy water cloth and knocked on the door? The eye didn't see you guys. Maybe they'll just open the door to double check.
Wait a minute. I have the ring of nullify slay living.
Right.
I could put that on instead of my ring of protection
Okay.
and try touching it.
Yeah.
Touching the wall.
Go right
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
You're gonna do that. All
I'm
right.
not fucking around. Let's get this done.
Otherwise, I could just spider climb up the wall.
Right. You touch the wall with your ring of. It's actually a ring of counterspell to slay living. So if someone
Right.
casts a slay living at you, it counterspells that.
Okay.
And your ring of invisibility. So you're wearing those two. You touch the wall, nothing happens.
Okay. How about I give them that ring to you, Blodgett, and you try scaling the wall, or you can give me. I can take cast. You can cast spider climb on me, and I'll go up there.
I have a potion if you need it.
Okay.
Hey, we need a way. We need to leave the badger or something so that we have a way to communicate.
Okay, I'll leave the badger with Blodgett.
Okay, I'm gonna give you spider climb. That's my last one.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If it's the last one, I think I might have one left. Let me look.
Broderick, you don't see a window large enough for you to climb through. Give me a spot check, both of you, actually.
Okay. 22.
Blodgett?
30.
All right, Blodgett, you can tell that on the 5th level, there appears to be a balcony
Ooh.
that he might be able to go up through.
Okay, I tell Frederick there's a balcony about 5 levels up. I know you can't see it yet, but you will be able to.
Okay.
Just go straight
Only
up that
thing
way.
is, I will have to communicate to you through Bob because you can't see me make hand signals or anything, and I can't yell,
Correct.
or I shouldn't.
Correct.
So I'll just,
Yeah.
yeah.
And just sound
So there's basically the two things are either like let's retreat and I'm coming down, getting the hell out of there, or get the others. Try to find some way to get the others as reinforcements, and we're gonna try to everybody spider climbing, take the balcony. That's the idea.
Well, we can also have we can fly up there too. We have some flying potions.
That's I have a flying potion. That's true. I could do that as well without even touching the wall, without spider climbing.
Well, whatever you do, you need to do it because we're making too much noise. In case they're listening.
You know what? Actually, flying makes less noise, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'll use the flying potion then.
All right.
That's the deal. Glug, 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 glug. And up Frederick goes.
Up in the air, Junior Birdman. All right, let me check something real quick.
The sky. It's a bird. It's a knoll. It's a ranger. It's a dead ranger. Oh, girls might not be a. Well, that's right. You can't see me if I'm falling, so you can't catch another fall on me. Unless I take the ring off.
Tricky.
Let's hear this Latin go. Look, it's red flapjack.
Yes. All right. So this is 89. All right. It's not actually the balcony is not 80 feet up. There is actually a so okay. What you spot is the battlement on this side,
Okay.
which is, it's 80 feet above the floor, but only about 30 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you step back, you could fly over to here and get to it. Yeah,
Okay.
You're pretty sure you could make that.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. Well, the encounter level is 0 or 16. It's a beautiful place.
In all the excitement, I kind of lost count. So you got to
All
ask
right.
yourself one question. Do you feel lucky?
I hope you do.
Well, do you, Noel?
That is indeed the space that you're in. All right, you lucky Noel. You land on the battlement. Check.
Holy Christ, she's in.
Are those red dots off to the east? Are those are giants, fire giants, or whatever?
No.
Okay, they're just things.
They're a
Okay.
holding pattern.
Rocks.
Oh, those are rocks. Okay.
But they're about 80 feet up.
I'm wondering if I could now, if I take out my grappling hook with a rope and hang it off the battlement for the others to climb up. Of course, others have,
They'd have to touch the wall.
Huh?
They would have to touch the wall.
That's true.
So you wouldn't think of that.
All right, Vic, I'm gonna instead of the grappling hook just yet, I'm gonna try to do some very quiet reconnaissance, try to figure out what's on this balcony. Stick to the wall a bit. Not touch the wall, but get pretty close to it.
Okay, it's a long crenellated.
The inside, not the battlement.
Did a funny thing here. Sorry, hold
So,
on.
yeah, okay.
A long crenellated rampart encircles the lesser tower like the prow of a great stone ship. The roof level is perhaps 40 feet above the ground, outside the castle walls. On the west side of the battlements, an impressive staircase winds along the balcony. 2 sturdy iron doors lead into the small tower, one on the west side and one to the east side. So, I'm just going to let you see. I can't quite get this to do what I want to do, but basically you can see there. There we go.
I don't
See
see
a
any.
door. You see a door right there.
Okay. I'm going to signal to Bob to tell Blodgett to bring the gang and get them up to this battlement without being seen as best as possible.
Okay.
Just
Blodgett, Bob's talking in your ear. It's badger time. What, you guys had 2 signals. One was run away, another was come to me. The badger gives you the come to me signal.
or bring the gang signal. Yeah.
Well, I will send the badger down to Lev, and I will go up and join you.
Okay.
All right. So when you say go up and join, you're climbing, or how are you getting to where?
I'm gonna spider climb up the wall with my gloves and boots on.
All right. You are standing on top of the battlement, looking around. Basically looks like the prow of a ship. It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
As long as it don't take off with me on it, I'm good.
Space Jam.
Last time we were on something like that, it didn't turn out very well.
These are the voyages of the Starship Clusterfuck.
Uh-huh.
It's a 5-year mission.
All right. Rest of the party. Badger comes to you guys and says, "Hey, Wodwick says, come join him. The water's
Still-
fine."
I still don't understand what we gain by going in here.
Well, I don't know. Does it get us beyond the barrier?
Yeah, allegedly.
Well, okay, so we get inside, so maybe we can take it out from the inside.
Not only that, but we only have 12 hours to do this, and
Right.
the Giants can't get in here. So if we get in here, the Giants can't do shit to us because they're going to be on the outside.
And they can't help us either.
Gosh, you guys.
I mean, they weren't helping us.
Somehow
anyway.
I get the image of Monty Python's and the Holy Grail with us going at the Giants.
And your mother's
Go there, punch a second time.
Like nobody said we can't change sides. We're free agents in this.
Well,
Your mother's a dragon and your father smelt of drow piss.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we already got a grail. It's a very nice one.
Plus, if this demon is paying any attention at all, he'll figure out what we're doing, and he should be able to fly inside. I mean, like, he should feel like an idiot for not figuring it out sooner. But you know,
Maybe
Well,
he
maybe he
should
did figure it out, and we're just pawns. It's all
Maybe.
it's all politics.
That is not an unreasonable conclusion. But sometimes we must play the parts that are given to us.
Okay, question. This is a good one. How are the 2 centaurs going to climb the 60 feet up the battlements to where Frederick and Blodgett are?
I'm going to take a flying potion and hopefully carry somebody else up.
You'll be seen.
All right. See you soon, John.
see you later,
Yeah,
John.
I don't think I have a potion of invisibility.
Night, John.
Yeah,
Yep.
You will
I
be
don't
very
think
well needed and appreciated later, John.
I don't think we're getting the centaurs up there without getting seen.
Oh,
Like
no,
we
they're
get
gonna
the
be seen
centaurs
if
up
they go
there,
up there.
this kicks off.
There is another.
It'll be like the reindeer. No, this is Christmas Eve, so it'll be like the reindeer flying.
There you go.
There's still
That-
like 4
it'll work?
things that I've thought of that we haven't tried.
Well, it's better that we fight, that we're all together than separated in
No,
general.
I agree. Like I agree. If we have to breach, we breach.
But
Do we have any kind of invisibility spells that we can use?
I have an
Like-
invisibility potion.
freaking marbles.
Yeah, but you're up there and we're down here. Like that's the problem.
Blodgett and I could quiet. Maybe there's some way we could open the door that goes up those stairs. You all could just go up those stairs, but I think you'll still be seen anyway.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's just a matter of do we fly up and take the high ground, or do we have you run all the way down, let us in, and then we try to fight our way all the way back up?
Well, you don't have to listen to the Badger because he's just telling you we're going in.
I'm going to look at the rest of the
The
party and
Badger
say
comes
who's
and
riding
tells
me
you
up.
guys to go up. The Badger's like, hey, everybody go up.
But it's like, please don't go.
Because I think the monk has airwalk or some shit anyway. Who wants to hop on? I'm going up. What's up, buddy?
That's the spirit, man.
Yeah, go on. Go tell her.
Can I go over some of the ideas I've had?
Listen to the
Like
kid. She's
before
out
we
good ideas.
before we pop all this off, and we really can't go back.
I'm
One,
listening.
we could
No, go
try
ahead. It's fine. You can go.
I've already talked about the Reaving Dispel and the Miracle.
Just tell her you're coming.
Those use the Wish Ring. 3, we could have Blaz use a commune spell to ask his deity for guidance
Yes, no
on what we
questions
should
only.
do. We can we can figure that out then. If we want to give it a try, we can come up with some questions. Additionally, we've got 12 hours. I could take 8 to rest and use prepare a legend lore spell to learn about this this barrier. One thing about Forbiddens is that sometimes there will be a password that you can use to get in. So if I can figure the password, you just tell them the password.
You want to take 8 or 12 hours to sit to rest?
Yeah.
Bash drinks a flying potion, looks at the party, and says, "Who's riding me up?"
Oh,
I have lost
hate
faith
you guys.
in the will.
Nail leaps upon your back and says, I just took mounted combat. I'm in.
Brandon,
fucking hate you
you've
guys.
got good ideas there about the asking Pelor and all that. I think that may come in handy later. I think we're cutting a fine line between abjuration and masturbation, as far as magic schools go. So I think God, there's an old saying, God helps those that help themselves. So I think we need to meet that halfway. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of boldness here.
I feel like we've met them halfway by getting here, but sure, whatever.
I don't think just like asking for the keys of the kingdom or just the spelling shit. I just don't see how this would be a challenging module if that's all we had to do. I'm just saying. I'm
All right, so
mitigating
Bash,
a bit too
you
much.
are flying up currently. Is anyone else doing anything? Because currently it's just Bash and his homie going up.
If anybody wants to ride, like now's the time because I'm going up.
Lev, we need you, by the way. Trust me,
All right.
we need you.
Level go up very begrudgingly. Oh, I thought you didn't trust your. I thought you didn't trust your wizard. You don't have faith in your wizard.
I trust you. I never said I didn't trust you.
It's not that I don't trust you. I just think we wasted enough time going the magic route. Like there might be a solution, but it's going to take us too long to find it.
We used 10 goddamn minutes.
So I'm casting an airwalk, and I'll just grab Carrick by the hips and take him with me.
Hips.
Level,
Okay, how's LJ gonna get up?
He's gonna ask Paylor really nicely because I literally have no way up there.
Oh, LJ, you don't?
No, I don't.
Yeah, Paylor's not talking, not in this area, not in this zone. He's like, you're good, bro. You got this. That's
Cool.
in you.
Let me think. Is there any way to make you a lot lighter?
Who does not have the ability to get up there?
LJ.
The other centaur, LJ.
What if Garlus cast Featherfall on LJ?
And he
Featherfall
simply
does not
decided
see.
to fall upward. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. No,
Okay. All right.
it does not make you light as a feather. It just makes you fall lighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Cast that spell and try and get that demon back here to cast the reverse gravity spell.
There you go. That's a good idea.
There you go. Yeah. Now you're thinking. There you go. I like it.
Taylor comes down and asks if you want to die. No, he does not. He's basically ignoring you. He's not really ignoring you, but he's actually laughing. But anyway. So LJ, what are you gonna do to get up? Or is someone casting a spell for him to get up, or what are you doing?
Dude, I haven't spent 10 minutes thinking about this. I
Give me a
got
sec.
no clue.
I might have something. LJ, give me a moment here.
Wait, don't you have a flight potion, Joel?
He just used it.
I used a flying potion. There was 3 of them total though.
That's
And
right.
he
Yeah,
took
I used
one,
one
you
and
took
you used one.
Okay, who's got the third?
I
Blood.
do,
Okay.
but we're
so
on the balcony.
Well, then we can use the rope and lower it down for you.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Okay.
What if I just
all right,
fly?
use-
What if I just fly back down, give it to him, and fly back up?
Yeah, okay, that's it. Mage hand. One of the other.
You
Blowing a spell slot on this. You come back down here.
you fly down and give him the potion, and then he's able to drink it, and you both fly up.
Together. I mean, this should be an epic moment of both centaurs approaching. I'm trying to be
At this
clear
point-
about that.
At this point, when you guys two are flying up, you have no, actually, it would be right about then. The giants surrounding and the ogres around the area are all cheering you.
Great. Yeah,
Because
that's what
this
we
is the
fucking
most
need.
hilarious thing they've ever seen in their lives.
That's what we fucking need right now.
And quite possibly it's hilarious for the drow as well, because all 4 of the arrows that are fired from the murder holes near the doorway miss you
Because they're too busy laughing at us.
as you fly by.
They can't. Yeah, they can't.
And you see the stunned look of the drow inside the castle as they try to figure out what the fuck is happening. All right.
The fuck we are being player characters is what's happening.
This was a very well thought out plan.
I love it. You
Right.
guys are the best. You're my heroes. When I grow up, I want to be just
Like a
you.
centaur just left our tower. A centaur, 2 centaurs are coming.
Actually, at this point, you're a Pegasus, so
Yeah, that's it's a Pegasus. Because you're a flying centaur.
yeah, it's ExxonMobil flying up. Red glowing horse.
All right. ExxonMobil has arrived at the balcony. You guys are standing there. What do you guys want to do?
Let's open that damn door.
All right. Who wants to open the damn door?
LJ will
Well, I'm
open the
just
door.
gonna check it for traps first.
All right. Give me a roll, please, Bludgerino.
Traps.
Frodrick, here we go. I'm going to
34.
ask.
All right. It is not trapped.
Bash is
Okay,
gonna
then you
walk
can
over
open it. Lodge
Back at
says
what?
you can open it.
Okay. Basher's gonna walk over to the edge of the balcony, not touching anything, where he can see the giants and they can see him, and just like power pose for a minute, like Rocky.
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go, if needed.
Maybe
All right.
maybe kick his hooves up a little bit.
Okay.
So while Blodgett is digging with the door, I am casting some enhancement spells.
I saw that. Good job.
Thank you.
Suddenly the giants they kind of stop cheering.
Something's coming.
Give me a spot check, Bash.
I will do that. Also, this might be a time for diplomacy.
I mean, you should spot
Maybe.
first, probably.
Let's see, that's an 8. Wow, I put a lot of spot, and I still don't have an 8.
How many ranks do you have in bleeding?
Oh, he packed
what?
that one.
What's that?
I said he packed that one.
16 plus spot. I think it was an 8, or no, it was a 6, maybe. No, 8. 24.
All right. You are not surprised when the rock flies down and attacks you. So you get your full armor class.
Awesome. I don't suppose we can talk to the rock.
Talk to the rock. Yeah.
Because the rock ain't speaking. I don't know.
Can you
The
smell what
rock
the rock is
misses on
cooking?
both of the attacks. He's doing a flyby, so you are able to. Well, you were doing a pose. I'll be super generous in saying you were posing with your sword. You can do an opposing swing at the rock as he flies by.
Can I grapple?
You can, as a matter of fact, you can grapple the rock.
Okay. Well, all right.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking if I grapple the rock, he's stuck, maybe.
Yeah.
This is true.
I mean, maybe this is a bad idea. I'll just take a swing at him,
All right.
I guess. Let's see.
Don't let me stop you from having a good time.
I won't. I mean, there may be problems with grappling. I'm not sure how big of a rock is. I need to look that up.
I think you have the strength to take him.
39 to hit.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, that does hit.
Oh, yeah.
Roll them damage, please. They're about 8 feet tall, 500 pounds.
Centaurs are about or bigger, aren't they?
11 plus 9. I don't know.
They outweigh them.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Okay.
One attack, or can he hit again?
Nope.
I think just one.
Okay.
It's an attack of opportunity.
Now hold your action.
Want to hold in the Rocky Power pose?
Yep.
All right. The rock was doing a flyby, so he's already 60 feet away. All right. I'm going to go ahead and ask what everyone is doing before saying roll initiative. So what is everyone doing?
Have we reached the window?
You are standing in front of a door, or some of you are standing in front of a door. Blodgett is standing in front of a door. Frederick was standing, looking around, trying to...
Oh,
Blodgett moved away from the door and said whoever wants to open it can open it. I just
Right.
checked for traps.
LJ will open it.
Bash is
And-
looking at the rest of the party and saying, in all seriousness, somebody needs to open that door.
She's gonna open the door.
All right.
Awesome.
Here, Vic, I'll put it in there. I'm
The
going to
door
use
is
the
locked.
battlement for cover while crouching down, crouching slightly to get a bearing
Door's
on that rock if I need to.
Yes, the door is locked.
I will try and pick it.
You do that, we'll fight.
All right, so
Thank you.
LJ is opening the door that is locked. What is Blas doing? I asked you each for one action, not like
Oh.
I am standing back, just making sure nothing's coming up behind us.
Okay.
How long do flight potions last?
About 12 rounds.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. That rock is looking around and sees the bunch of you. I don't even know anymore. Oh yeah. That rock sees the bunch of you and screams and seems to be flying away. Give me initiative. Oh wow.
Damn.
It doesn't count.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, plus 10.
Good job, everyone. Those are some really good rolls.
I was looking at the wrong character sheet.
All right. Top of the round. We have Frodrick. You're training in on the Vrock who's flying away from you. Give me a spot check.
Spot check. Spotting. Excellent. 18 plus 19. Wow, 37.
All right. You spot out of the corner of your eye. You know, this Vrock, he's over here, but really he's about 100-ish feet away from you. To your left is another Vrock about equally 100-ish feet away from you. With the 37, though, you spot this Vrock, who is about also 100 feet away from you straight up.
What's their trajectory? I know one of them's heading away, right?
This one's flying away. This one's kind of coming around the corner, seeing what he can see. This one's hovering above you.
Go for the one hovering above.
Okay, what are you doing?
Fire 3 volleys, 3 arrows each.
Okay. You are at 120-foot distance, which is medium, I think medium to short distance for you.
Yeah, because it's for the composite short bow, the distance is actually 110 range
So
increment.
yeah, that's medium distance for you.
That's fine. No problem. That's a -2.
Mm-hmm.
Big deal. Because these are evil outsiders and I get a +5.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Okay. They put in the attack rolls. Let's see, minus 16. 9. Oh, actually, that's going to be. It's going to be 4. There's the attack rolls, Vic.
All right. Roll them, damage them for those.
Okay. Let's see, it's going to be 20, 22, 22, and 18.
Bash, what are you doing? Ben, you see the same thing. Well, no, actually, you don't. You can see the one flying away from you. You turn to your left, you see Frederick firing upwards. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to hold my action and kind of brace myself.
Okay. Lev, what are you doing, sir?
Lev is going to target the rock that's flying away.
Okay.
And which one do I want to hit him with? I'm gonna go with I want to do disintegrate or prismatic ray.
Getting the totals now?
I see it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do disintegrate. Going to roll a ranged touch attack.
All right.
There you go. There's your total.
What spell are you using?
Disintegrate.
All right.
The attack roll is 27. Do I need to roll spell? I think I do need to roll spell resistance, huh?
You definitely need to roll spell resistance.
Ooh, nice. Total for that is 33. Damn.
All right. And what is the DC for your disintegrate?
Fortitude save is 25.
All right, roll damage, please.
Am I rolling 2066 or 28d6 or 5d6?
He failed a save, so roll full damage.
Oh, fun. Okay, that's 103 damage.
All right.
Does he explode into a cool demonic mist?
He disappears. Frederick, the one that you fired upon, starts to fall and then disappears as well. And the third one gives you what we're going to call a screech. and spores this round as he teleports into your midst.
Fuck off.
Awesome.
So, Screech first. Sorry, the spores first.
Mhm.
You will definitely be between the two people who killed his buddies. So D8 of damage to everyone adjacent,
Mhm.
and then you get to roll saving throws afterwards. 6 points of damage to Broderick, Nail, Keurig, Blaz, Blodgett, Lev, and LJ. Bash, you are too far away. Everyone, though, gets to make a fortitude save, DC 22.
Yay!
Ben, can you roll for Nail? His fortitude bonus is +6.
Let's see.
You should really go for con.
Made it.
What was the fortitude?
22 is your DC.
Lev failed that pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah, Nail fails, Blodgett fails, Lev fails. Bash, how do you fare?
Oh,
Sorry,
And
Bash.
then
I think
Blaz and
made it.
Keurig both need to make a roll, please.
LJ got a 27.
Okay, thought so.
31 for Bash.
That's what I thought. Yeah, the fighter centaurs do pretty well on those rolls.
hold on.
However, Victor, I would like to make sure I understand something correctly. That
Sure.
damage resistance 10/cold iron means that Lev resists all damage, like 10 of all instances of damage except for from cold iron, correct?
It's relative because you're facing the damage of the people who, if someone else has damage resistance as well, their DR stacks against your DR.
What?
Yeah. If you have damage resistance and you're fighting someone else. Oh no. There's a rule about damage resistance, competing damage resistances. I'll look it up. Give me a second, I'll look it up. Not right now.
Okay.
Because I've had to deal with it when other monsters fight other monsters, which happens. Monsters with DR fight monsters with DR, and you have to figure out whether it's piercing or not. All right, cool. Thank you, Zach. So Carrick, Blodgett, Nail, and Lev are stunned currently.
Question about that.
Huh?
Carrick is half elf, so he's immune to like some things like
This is not a spell paralysis. This is
Sonic shock.
okay, thank you.
yeah, stunning screech. It's a physical screech. But you're only stunned for one round, so that's not bad.
Question.
Answer.
Bash was holding his action. Can I run in there and hit him? It doesn't look that far. But I could be wrong. What is that? 1, 2, 3.
You can charge over and make a single attack. You can do a charge attack, yes.
Okay,
Sure.
I will do that.
Cool.
Whoa. 33 to hit.
Okay, you will hit.
You got. Oh, okay, that's better. 11. That's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 for damage.
All right, 25 points of damage. Thank you, sir. All right. LJ, you're next.
LJ is going to turn around and finish the job. Are these 5-foot squares or 10-foot squares?
These are 5-foot squares.
Oh, cool. Then I should be able to take a little move and be able to reach him.
Well, you can definitely reach him this round. You'll be able to do a single attack with each rapier.
Boring.
Well, you're the one who was needing to turn around and then travel 10 feet, not me. I could teleport, so.
I mean, I could teleport too, but I'm not going to blow the scroll on it.
Well, that's your choice.
Ironically, if I did that, that would also blow my action, so I wouldn't be able to attack at all.
You know,
Also
maybe
true.
what you should have done is just backed up and kicked him with your hind legs and knocked him off the battlement.
Oh, I like that.
Well, he can teleport. Is the thing.
He can
That
also
is-
kick. That doesn't use a scroll, and it's cooler
All
looking.
right.
No, he
Make your
can't.
attacks, please.
All right.
What's it take?
Let's see. Jeez, I literally need to bust out the calculator for this. I'm fucking brain dead.
Happens. It happens.
41, which threatens to crit.
All right. That also hits.
And 39 for the critical threat.
All right. Both of those hit.
Awesome. So the other attack is 15 plus 17, 31.
All 3 hit.
Cool. Okay. That's 35 damage.
All right. Always appreciated. Flaws, your turn, sir.
There's still this demon, right? That's in front
There's
of
still
us.
the demon, yes.
Thank you. See, did we do some damage or?
They have been damaging him. Bash and LJ have both hit the demon.
Am I
Definitely seem to have damaged it.
None seem to have damaged him.
They definitely seem to have damaged it.
Okay.
They both have
So
damaged it.
I'm gonna jump in and use my staff to for 2 hits. See what I can do.
All right, go for it.
Great. So first roll is 13 plus. Hold on, I just did this. 13 plus 17 is a 30 on the first roll.
Mm-hmm.
And
That hits.
And the second roll is a 10 plus a 9, 19. Probably not so good.
Missed. Yeah, the second roll misses.
All right, so then that 16 points of damage on the first roll.
All right. Definitely looked like you got him as well. You also did some damage to him, so you're feeling good.
It's twisted iron with black metal. Does that make any difference with a demon?
That does not. Logic, your move, sir. You can do a sneak attack at this point because it is doubly flanked.
Yep, I was looking to see where I was. Yep, I'm gonna do a sneak attack.
All right, go for it.
I missed once.
Okay,
The one is a 28, so does that hit?
that hits. When you missed? What did you miss with? What was
I rolled a 2,
your total?
13.
Yeah, that misses. The second one hits.
Can't find my D4. Oh, there it is. 22 points of damage.
All right.
Rolled a bunch of ones.
That sucks.
It's okay. At least I hit once.
Oh, everybody's contributing.
You did a good job. Yeah, that's legit. Top of the round. Frederick, your go.
Okay, sidestep, 5 feet. Open shot.
If you do not want to have any danger of hitting anyone else, you can fire a volley.
Okay. That's what I'll do. I will fire a single volley.
All right. Whether you miss or not, you will not hit anyone else.
Very good. That is going to be, let's see, total 36.
Hits.
Hits. Okay. Damage is, I'll type the damage in. Right there.
Thank you, sir. With Blodgett's assistance, that is exactly enough.
Kaboom. Well done. Blodgett, Frederick.
Nice.
Yep.
Of the whole team on that one.
Everybody got a bit of it.
So how many of us can hit with spores?
All of you. Everyone but Bash, actually.
So how many of that is that?
Um,
5? No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of you.
Okay. I'm not sure I have that many cure disease spells.
Actually, I can help because I looked up heal, Victor, and I'm actually on a DC 15 able to treat disease.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. So I got +7 on heal. No, +8. Sorry. Okay.
Boz, give me a religion check.
17.
Okay, I can do that.
You are able to pull out the spores from yourself.
Okay.
It's going to take you a few rounds to get that done.
Well, we should take cover before we do that.
Good point.
Yeah.
Do a spot check to actually make sure there's nothing else coming.
Okay.
All right. Let me do that. My spot check is 36. Unless it's an evil outsider, in which case would be 41.
The only thing that you can see when you're looking around with clarity is the unmistakable at this point flaming whip of the Balrog at some distance above you, easily 150, 200 feet above you.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I also, my ring, take it off, reset.
What is it doing?
Wow. All right.
Well, Blodgett's
Blodgett,
on the door. Oh,
Blodgett,
sorry.
give me a spot as well, please.
What's that?
Blodgett, give me a spot as well. I need a roll from you, Zach.
That's what I was doing. I'm sorry. You were rolling against. I'm rolling against religion check. Sorry.
Yes.
14 plus 5 is 19.
All right.
22.
You think you might be able to use a bless on these as well.
Say again. I'm sorry.
You think you may be able to use a bless spell instead of a cure disease if you have one.
Well, that's awesome. So we've got lots of those to go around.
You could probably use a bless anyway.
You couldn't not use them.
Bless.
Blodgett, you don't see anything unusual.
Did I see anything, Victor, with my 36? Oh,
You already saw
I
the
saw the
demon.
Balrog. That's right, from my vantage
You saw
point.
the demon.
That's right. You told me.
So actually, Carrick will begin healing me and himself, and then can go around. Got a few
All right.
first level.
And I double checked Brandon, and they do not count as iron against damage reduction.
Yay, I take no damage.
Okay, good job.
Cool.
Who else needs it now? So you heal. So you can heal yourself. I've got us. Who else?
I do have
Nail,
spores.
Nail, LJ, and Blodgett. Those three.
All right, I'll take care of them as we're trying to get through the door.
All right.
They're separate bless spells, right? It's not. I can't just
Correct.
cast one.
Correct. They're
Okay.
separate bless spells because this is a targeted.
Yep. A targeted blessing.
Ah.
Right.
I want to experiment with something. If bless works, I got some holy water. Let me try pouring some a little bit on the spores. I want to see what happens since I've been holy watering.
All right. When you pour holy water on the spores, they dissolve.
Ooh. Well, that's another thing. Okay.
That's good to know. Look at that.
No.
That's pretty cool.
There you go. Using your brains and everything. Make you harder to kill. Oh, you're
No,
thinking.
that's not necessarily true.
That's the reason I got to 15th level.
I mean, if a sword goes through your brains, you're in bad shape.
That's true. That is true.
For most of us, yeah.
I prefer a shield, really.
Use your brains as a shield. All right. What are you guys going to do at this point?
Let's actually cover Blodgett while she does the door, and let's look all around for any of the threats that might be coming. Because I'd be surprised if there isn't any.
All right.
Listen and spot checks. Here, I'm gonna roll for listen anyway.
Listen, I got a 26.
Listen,
Spot.
you got 31.
Spot check, I got a 19. And checking for traps,
There you go.
got a 19. And is the door locked?
The door is locked. You notice no traps.
Plus 2 for
39.
Oh yeah. Mwah.
That might make it.
Let's be careful about going in, crossing a threshold.
I didn't say I was going in. I just said I was unlocking the door.
I'm just saying, be careful. Let's not.
39 doesn't make it, Blodgett.
39 doesn't open it? Whoa. It's magically locked or something.
It's not magically locked. It is a very intricate, very high level drow. This is the entrance to a castle lock.
Blodgett, did you add
I
in
rolled a 20 and I have a 19 closet plus, so.
Yeah.
What about the
Yeah.
+2 for the Masterwork Thieves kit? That's 41.
Forgot. Yes, you're right. 31.
So you hadn't added that in on your sheet
No,
beforehand?
I forgot the 2.
Okay. All right. So that's 41. That barely makes it.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you for remembering. I need to put
Yes.
that on that, right down there by that.
Yeah.
Put a parentheses, +2.
You really should.
Yeah, that's what I do with my stuff. Like my climb, I add the climbing kit, and same with my heal.
All right. With a resounding click, the door is unlocked.
Wow.
Get ready. Might want to have the tanks come up and Frodrick in between, the fire between them. Or I can go first, whatever you guys want.
Bash will go in. Like I've survived this once before. I'll take a chance on it and go in. Plus, I'm
You've
going to
also
give it.
not survived this one once before, but
No, he
okay,
has.
just saying.
No, I mean I hit one of these walls once before and like made it barely. Like it hurt, but I survived. So we'll see. And also I was
Definitely.
giving the wizard shit for using his magic, so I'll go through the door and see what happens.
3 months later, we're all centaurs. Anyway, fuck me.
I love you guys so much.
I could use detect magic on the door to see if the barrier is here and if they'll get hurt. I don't think I will. Have fun.
All right. Bash, okay, so you can you open the door. And
You feeling lucky, punk?
Not really, not particularly, but for the sake of time.
Guys, it would take 10 minutes to try this. We got 12.
you
We
can
only have 12
see
hours.
Bash. He's got corridor going down that way, and then also to the left. Some doors open to the left.
Okay. I will call out what I see and go in.
All right.
By the way, Victor, did the Giants cheer when the rocks went down?
No, they did not. They stopped cheering when the Vrox arrived. And they
Interesting.
did not cheer when the Vrox went down.
That's interesting. Huh. Can I do a sense motive before I step inside? Look at them? Can I see them from where I'm at?
See who? The Giants?
Yeah.
Like you'd go to the balcony and you can see them, yeah. Like from where you are, yeah, from where you are right now, you can definitely look down and see the Giants.
Can I do a sense motive and just see if I can figure out what the hell their mood is? Why
Sure, go
they
for
were
it.
cheering? Okay.
Are you not entertained?
The badger throws up his arms and tries to do the Rocky pose.
Right, there you go.
30, Vic.
All right. Yeah, they don't seem happy about you killing the Vrox.
Whose side are they on? I thought
Exactly.
What?
the Giants.
The Giants are on the Giants side.
Right.
Right. So wouldn't they beat the Varrox? I thought were the drow side, aren't they?
I'll let you do the math.
Apparently not.
Okay.
I told you, politics
Yeah.
and game. It's a game and politics. It's all the same thing.
Well, there's simpler math to do in this particular situation. There is definitely simpler math to do.
The Giants are not really the Giants.
Ben, give me a will save, please.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Oh, it's not terrible. 15 on the dice. Let me look. 6, so 21.
Yeah, no, you fail. Yeah. So 39 points of damage
Okay.
as you are kicked back 10 feet.
Damn it.
You're fine. He can go. Tell Lev he can go through now.
I'm just gonna be like, ouch. And then wizard, do your wizard stuff.
I thought you didn't want me to do that anymore.
Well, I want you to do it now.
Okay. All right.
Just don't take 10 hours to do it.
Well,
Lev, you can tell now that this is definitely the edge of the forbidden spell.
really.
You're fairly certain.
I think I want to cast Detect Magic to try and figure that one out on my own.
Oh, you can.
What's up?
So that was a will save, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Does bless add to your saving throw?
+1, yeah.
It does add a +1.
Okay. I think Froderick can get through there.
Well,
Somebody throw a bless on me, I'll bet I can do it.
the issue becomes we're not going to get the whole party through there.
Well, I mean, I can probably
Just
take
having
some more
one guy
damage
go
and just try it
through.
again.
Having one guy inside, that's more than enough. Frederick can go through, disable the force shield, and then the rest of you guys can pass through. This
I'll just do Ben Kenobi, you know,
Yeah,
right?
it's almost on Star Wars.
The
These
spell
guys
that
Cast Ghost Sound, make the stormtroopers look the wrong way.
can go.
Okay, Victor. I
Yes,
would like Lev to try and do a knowledge arcana check to see if there might be some sort of focal point that could be disabled for the spell, or if it is entirely contained to the walls and the entrances.
Go for it.
Okie doke. 32.
Okay. You're pretty sure if there is a focal point in this thing, it is near the top of the castle, near where it meets the roof of the cavern.
And the just inside that stairway there, that goes higher up, right, Vic?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can either fly or spider climb up there, or I can go inside and go up the stairs and see what I can do. And leave Bob behind to inform you all of my progress.
Well, it'll be more informing us of your fate, because there's not really much we can do to help you once you're beyond.
Well, somebody else who has a high will save can also try to join me.
Lev?
We still have our fly, right? Like, we could all just fly up there.
For a few more rounds, yeah.
Okay, let's try flying up then. And maybe somebody heal Bash.
LJ actually has a pretty spectacular will save for some reason. Oh, because he's a centaur.
Let's save it for the top. Because we don't have to make 2 will saves, right?
Well, we're gonna have to make another one if we want to get out of here, and we haven't disabled it.
That's what I'm saying. We need to make at least 1 more.
Yeah.
But let's not make it 2.
Okay. All right,
okay, let's fly up. Let's get up there.
All right, we're going to attempt to fly up there and hope we don't run out of fly before we run out of distance.
Well, have Froderick go first, and I'll have my grappling hook and rope. Actually, well, the centaurs ought to go first. You guys ought to.
Yeah, I'm faster than you.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Vic, you're muted. I mean, yeah, he knows that.
I was kvetching. All right, so
yeah,
you guys are going to do what again?
We're going to
use the flight and fly up to the upper
Yeah.
battlements.
And just hope that we have more fly than distance.
You're pretty sure you can make it. You can see that the yeah, you can see up at level 5. Make sure that that's what I think it is.
Good night, buddy. I love you. Oh, you brought me a book? Oh, why don't you put it away? I love you. Good night. No, it's right there. I'm right here. I can see you literally putting it away. There's not.
Oh, that's fine. That'll be fine. You can see I mean, yeah, it's there. Yeah. You can see it looks up about on the 5th or 6th level up. There is another area that has some open windows up there. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that from here. Wait, hold on. Fuck, the numbers on this are really, really small. But yeah, you can see it. See, that's where you're gonna fly to.
I suppose so.
All right.
I'm gonna watch the centaurs ahead of me since they're faster.
You should give LJ the grappling hook.
Okay, I'll give it to you. With the
That
rope.
I can anchor it up there, and everyone else can get up.
Yep.
All right, let me do a map adjustment real quick. You guys are really, really, really good at getting beyond the point where I have a map set up for you.
Sorry, Vic. Were you expecting us to actually go in there?
You're just really good at it, is all I'm saying. You're really, really good at that. Okay, so yeah, the thing that you're looking at is like a upside down turret, like a spike protruding from the bottom of the stalactite.
It's kind of like sounds like an antenna, like a power antenna.
Yeah.
We need to destroy it. Disable it. Is there a place we can land where we're not making direct contact with it?
Well, you're basically flying up to it.
Okay.
So no, you can't land anywhere. You'd be.
What if we fly up and smack it with the Underdark sword?
I
Just
mean,
a
you can
thought.
totally do that.
What if you cast a disintegrate spell against the antenna?
That sounds relatively intelligent.
That's not a terrible idea.
Oh, no, I've heard worse that we've done.
Or, Blodgett, you could also use the laser gun. That would be interesting.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. So, and I need to clarify something because you're basing something off of something else. That's not entirely correct. The sorry, doing too many things at once. There we go. The spike that's coming down is not in and of itself the center of the forbidden spell.
Okay.
What Love is detecting as, like, saying the spell is centered here, is basically general, very general, up above there.
The spike is down, right?
Spike is coming down from the ceiling.
Oh, it's coming down from the ceiling. Okay.
It's a stalactite. It's
Okay.
coming from the ceiling of the cavern.
Okay. All right. It's not the tower itself. It's separate.
At this level, you basically have the two towers going up,
Mhm.
and the smaller of the two towers connects to a stalactite coming down from the ceiling.
Okay. Is this like a spark gap of some kind, Victor? Like where you've got maybe an antenna up here and one.
That's a really good description.
Yeah.
Above where the balcony is that you can see, the smaller tower connects to the stalactite. You can see it actually connecting up to that point. Yeah.
That sounds like where we need to unplug the machine.
It may also be where they're
Hmm?
managing to. It may also be where they're managing to open up the hole into our plane.
Say that again, Zag.
It may also be where they're opening the hole to our plane.
To the
The
material
hole that's
plane.
connecting to the prime material plane that's fucking things up. Yes.
That's actually not a bad. I think that sounds about right.
All right.
Who has? Do we have the necrolith, by the way?
Yes, you have the necrolith.
I wonder what would happen if we took the necrolith and stuffed it into that gap, like broke it, and then put the necrolith in between. Put a monkey wrench in that shit. Not saying we should do that first. I'm just saying it's just a night.
All right. This is what you guys can see.
Okay.
Basically, this is the lowest part of the stalactite. The stalactite continues to grow in size above this part. And the smaller of the two towers continues to shrink, but then also connects to the stalactite above here. You guys were talking about, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find where the characters are. I think I put you guys. Shit, I thought you were somewhere around here. Where'd you guys go? Do you know where you are? Where'd you go? Where did I put you?
We were on that second, that balcony below.
And I'm kind of joking because basically I've got your. There you are. Got it. All right. That's where everybody is in the space that you are in. It's not letting me.
You think you can put the grappling hook on there first on the edge? In case our flying spells and all that run out really quick?
That would be wise.
Yeah. And then what do you suggest we hit this with to disconnect it?
A disintegrate would certainly work. But I only have one of those left.
All right, you guys are flying up. Blodgett is the only one who doesn't have a fly going on. They're using a spider climb. But they can ride on the back of Bash. Bash only has one person on his back right now.
Yep, probably do that.
All right. Blaz and Kerrig. All right. This is where you are now. You fly up around to the edges there. What are you going to do?
Let's hit it.
What do you think? A fireball or go right to disintegrate?
Fireball, we're going to get caught in. Disintegrate is more targeted.
Guess so. It's the only thing I got.
So you have another disintegrate?
Yeah,
Go for it.
it's my last one. All right. Boom.
What exactly are you pointing your disintegration spell at?
The stalactite. That appears to be some sort of intent
Okay,
that we
so
were
the
speculating.
stalactite is rather huge. So
Okay,
the
then
stalactite is at its base about 100 feet wide, comes down about 130 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to disintegrate the entire stalactite.
The point at which it meets the tower.
At its narrowest point where it touches, how big is it?
That is this the point where you're looking at it like you fly up to in front of it.
Right.
It is, what is this? This is 10, 20, 40 feet wide. Yeah, it's 40 feet circle. Just above it, you can see it goes further. But yeah, this section here is about 40 feet circled.
Is it the actual contact point where it's like you got 2 points meeting, right, Victor? Is that what I'm getting? Like 2 cones, 2 ice cream cones, that the ends of them are meeting.
The ends of them are not touching. The ends of them are next to each other. You can
But there's
see
air gap.
above. Hold on, I see what you're saying now. I get you.
Gotcha.
Above this, you can see. Pretty sure you can see. Yeah, you can see that there is like a bridge between them. There's another bridge. I thought there was another bridge. There's not another bridge. There's another bridge higher up. But anyway, there's a bridge between the two. So the like Tower 2 is, this is Tower 2. So this is Tower 2 right here. And this is the stalactite. And you can see that the two are conjoined right there. And you can see Tower 2 continues to go up even higher.
So are we at the focal point that was discussed?
Where-
What level we're at?
Now that you are closer, Lev, you can try to run this again.
It's in the instructions. It's 6319.
The timing sequence, yes.
Okay, hit that
okay.
combination into the stalagmite.
It's building 8. It's behind the
Oh my
building on your right, but you need to pull in. You need to pull in.
Okay, that was hilarious. Sorry.
I thought he was talking to us.
Yeah, I
I
was
did
confused for a
too.
second too, and then I saw him on the phone. I was like, oh my god, all right. Then yeah, I'll give it another shot.
So okay.
Okay.
So you're giving the another shot on the assistance. You're doing detect magic, and the it definitely goes up even higher. Like the source, if there is a source of this, it is even higher than this area. You can't see another entrance above this, but it's definitely higher.
That's what I thought. Then Joel, why? If that is the
He's trying to
case,
bake
why are
the
we-
connection. Is the thought process. If we target the weak point in the middle, we break the connection between the stalactite and the tower. Is the thought process.
That is the
Oh,
thought.
We don't need to take out the power source. We just need to disconnect it.
We think.
Unplug. We think.
Okay.
We could be wrong.
Sure.
It's worth a shot.
We could be wrong,
That's-
but I think this is easier than trying to go after 100, wide stalagmite. Celestite, sorry. Celestites are from the ceiling. Stalagmites are in the bottom.
then I would really prefer to find a way to use a fireball instead of my last disintegrate, just in case we're really wrong about this.
You can fly back a bit and do a fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curious enough to let this occur.
Boom.
All right.
And if this doesn't work, I've got another idea.
All right. Yeah. No. You can see into the chamber. Basically, you can see it's a 30-foot wide chamber, made for viewing the entire. And from this angle, you can see the entire city below you, and it's perfect for viewing the entire city. It's kind of wild. The view up here is just amazeballs. And there's a stairway going up inside of it. You fire a fireball in there, and it explodes. There's a brief haze of smoke, and then the winds whip away the fireball or the smoke, and you can see the room beyond is still the same. It does not appear to have changed as far as you can tell with your eyes.
Well, what about with detect magic? Does that any change in that?
I doubt it.
Okay.
There was no change in detect magic.
How about this then? We take Mage Hand and take the Necrolith and put it in between that, put it in that air gap in between the two of them.
Why?
Because it will fuck shit up. Now, how it will fuck shit up, I don't know. But I've got a pretty good feeling that will do something.
Let's do it. I mean, why not? We're here. We're not going to be here much longer because our fly spells are going to wear off soon.
You are
Okay.
correct.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also, it is. You don't need to roll a spot for this. You can see the Baelor is lazily circling around you, as you are definitely up in its area. Its whip trails behind it, a fiery tail of smoke. And
Yeah,
what exactly were you going to be doing with the stone?
I'm beyond attempting to understand Joel's fucking esoteric line of thinking on how this is going to work or why. So Joel,
I know what he's trying to do. I'm asking who's going to do it. So
I
Joel,
guess.
you've got the flight potion, so you're still flying. So what are you going to do exactly?
I mean, Lev has Mage Hand, so he can do it.
Joel, can you hear me?
yes.
I know what you're trying to do. How do you plan on doing it?
Okay. Use Mage Hand and manipulate the Necrolith into the space in between that air gap in between the two, the stalactite and the stalactite, to
All
interrupt the flow of energy.
Zach, give me a spot check, please.
Oh,
You place the necrolith between the two pillars. You can see the other pillars over here. Little necro bubble floats on. Oh yeah. Good night, Suze. You take care.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
The
I got a 21.
all right. As soon as the necrolith starts floating around, you see the Balrog is keeping distance from the necrolith as opposed to you guys. The necrolith floats between the two buildings, but you do not see any unusual occurrence once it does.
Okay, that didn't work.
Okay.
But the Balrog is keeping its distance away from the Necrolith.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's interesting. maybe we should go ahead and land on that platform and because I think that Balrog's going to come after us if we don't, or we're going to fall.
It would suck if we fell.
Yeah, and then if at least we're sitting there and we're examining at close range, maybe we can figure out how to disable it. It'll buy us some time.
Yeah. I'll bring the necrolith back, and let's do that.
Well, keep it handy just in case the Balrog decides to approach us.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, so you're going to land on the balcony and you're going to go into the balcony here? Or the balcony down there?
on top.
Yeah, we need to
Okay,
get
so
higher.
up here, the level 5 area, you're flying into the balcony itself here.
Yeah, and no, Zag, if you could throw a bless spell or whatever, gives me a +1 will save, that'd be great.
Carrick will do that.
Sure, okay.
So Frederick, you've got a +1 will save going for you. You fly over to the balcony itself. Give me a will save, please.
I am going to do
You're on
that.
time.
My will save. Let's take a look here. Okay, and I've got +1 cloak of resistance as well, so that's +2. Okay, very good. Roll high. God damn it. I'll be damned. What about a 30, Vic?
30. All right, so you will then take full damage.
And that is
10, 20, 30, 40, 52 points of damage, sir.
okay. Minus 52.
Wow.
58 total.
And you are bounced 10 feet back.
So is there any area around here then that is open to the outside?
Joel, were you holding the?
You don't see anything. Yes, he was holding the necrolith.
Okay.
You don't see anything above. No, wait, was he? I think you gave that back to Lev.
Yeah, I guess Lev took it back.
Yeah, Lev is the one who had mage hand, so.
Yeah, so Lev has the necrolith. So yeah,
Thanks,
there's
asshole.
no other openings. There's no other areas that are open to the elements up here.
What about that lower level?
I said up here, so you're on level 5. Back down there was one on level 2, and then the bottom.
Okay.
Hold on one quick second. Check something.
Not getting through that.
By the way, Vic, I guess protection from evil doesn't work on the will save, does it?
No.
Okay, that's right. It's armor class only. Anyway.
Well, I'm in favor of going back down to the level we were on earlier before
agree.
our fly runs out and we die.
Yep, I agree. Yep, let's do that.
All right. Check one. We better change sequence thing.
By the way, Zag got a heal spell.
Not right now. In a little bit.
Alrighty.
Let's get back down first.
See what I got in the way. I got some potions. Is cure critical wounds? Is that 4d8?
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay. All right.
At this moment, you guys have just finished attempting to go in. The Baylor is still circling you.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're headed down. You're going to go down to the balcony on level 2. All right, so that's where we're at. Zach, did you give me a... Oh, that was for that one. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Before you cast that, give me another spot check, please, Zach. Blast, specifically.
20 total.
20 total. All right, cool. Go ahead and cast. Go ahead and cast your spell.
Do I see anything?
Nope. Okay, you
Okay.
guys are heading down. Is that with your +10 for the robe?
Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Yes. That's with the plus from the rope. I
Okay,
did
cool.
not roll my hero
So,
dice.
all right, you guys are heading down. Joel, you can drink your potion, and Zach, you can cast your, or Blas, you can cast your spell.
Okay. Potions are the 48 plus something, or are they just 48?
Caster level.
Okay, thank you. That's what I thought.
We don't know who made those potions, so the caster level is a mystery.
Okay. Where's my eraser? There we go.
Interesting. So we cannot get we cannot disable this magic field. We can get around the magic field because we don't have it within our power to bring down the magic field from the outside.
I mean, we don't know that because
We do know that.
Wait, okay. So what's your suggestion?
I don't have a suggestion. I'm telling you what what I am ascertaining from talking to my deity.
Oh,
Did you talk to your deity and that's what he told you, or is that just what you're guessing?
Apparently, she's going to be amazed if we can take down the energy field from the inside, but it wasn't a no.
All right, about this time, you're getting charged, Zag.
Hmm.
Yeah, he can see you far too easily. What's your armor class? Blas. Flat-footed.
Flat-footed.
No dex bonus, but you do have your armor and everything else.
Armor, no.
Oh, that's a touch attack.
Oh. Well, that's 12.
Yeah, you're touched. Give me a fortitude save, please.
That is going to rock because I got a plus 15 to that.
Good.
So let's see what happens. 16 plus 15 is 31.
Oh, just made it. Good job. So I think you might take half, which would be nice.
Remember your bracers of health.
Someone does not like that I was praying to my goddess here.
All right. And because you can see him,
Ooh.
you also need another fortitude save.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, not so good. 23.
All right. Well, fortunately, that's perfectly fine against the horrific appearance of a ghost riding a nightmare with
Fuck off.
dead corpses slung across the back of it, flanked by flying drow, who also appear to be, otherworldly at the very least, or ethereal.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Yeah, fireball might have been a good thing to have.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's all to the good.
Am
So
I
we're
the only one
gonna,
who can see this, or can everybody see it?
you can see it. I mean, who else here sees ethereal right now? All right, so you can see it.
Right.
Let me double check one thing. We're just gonna start off next session, with you guys fighting a
Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Ghost Riders in the Sky, a drow in plate armor riding a nightmare with it's gonna be best.
You didn't tell me how much damage I took.
You saved. You didn't take damage, and it wasn't damage you would have taken otherwise. It was pain.
Yeah.
So essentially, we're gonna say it's something like this. He's basically riding by to say hello. All right. That's where we're going to start next round, next time. You guys have a visitor who's decided to come by and touch the cleric. And then we'll
Remember,
begin. Say again?
nothing, Ren.
And we'll begin initiative and combat.
Okay.
And so as you're thinking about this, remember, we're not going to be able to disable it from the outside. We can go around it. So think about that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Victor. Happy Yule,
You
everybody.
are very welcome, and happy solstice to you guys. You continue to surprise me with the things you say and do.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
It's a wild ass thing. You guys are great.
It sounds like Victor's saying that we got a lot further than he would have anticipated without
You
killing.
went in different directions than I would ever have anticipated. You definitely did that. I'm not saying
gotta be on
further
your
here.
toes. Yeah.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
Have a good
Good
night.
night.
You too, Ben. Take care, bud.
Was I barking up the right tree at all with any of that?
No, but yeah. I mean, well, technically, some of it's definitely doable.
Alright. I have to do some thinking on this.
Take a step back and recognize for just a moment that the people who built this dungeon module did not assume you would have a wish spell. So you're using very extreme magics to get into the dungeon.
I actually have a question
All right, shoot.
about Wish.
Sure.
In D&D lore,
Mm-hmm.
spells above 9th level were pretty much banned after some sort of I think it was the crashing of the flying cities or some such nonsense because
Right,
they were, yeah. Is a wish spell able to circumvent that at least a little bit?
Circumvent what?
Circumvent that ban, so you can are you able to cast a spell that is higher than 9th level? Because it is technically a leveled spell. It is
Right.
technically a real spell.
Also true. You'd have to go into the space of, I don't know, like the city-state to find that out. Do some research, lore, diving into the books.
I don't have time for that. Fuck.
All right.
I'll just try it and see what happens. That should be
You
fun,
can.
right?
There you go. That couldn't hurt much.
Turn the whole place into a giant volcano.
I mean, hey, what could be bad about that?
Well, fire giants like volcanoes, right?
They love volcanoes, as a matter of fact.
It might be able to solve this problem.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'll do some research in the city state of Google.
All right.
And see what out of the box things I can come up with for next time.
Okie dokie.
All right. Take it easy.
You too, man. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have no idea.
Try to get into a fortification.
Big tower that they can't get into. They can't dispel it. They figure it might have a password, but can't figure out what the password is. Every time they try to barge in, it takes a whole bunch of damage. And they're like, hey, obviously we need to use mega magic to get through this, not go and research how to do it on their own.
Not to be fair. Which spell?
It's a last resort. Like, this is the spell that you use to bring a player character back from the dead without losing a level. So it's kind of dangerous.
And it's kind of intense.
Yeah. Like, it's an epic spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happened after John went to bed?
No, this was like the whole last couple hours, actually. Has been trying to figure it out. Literally, go find the password. The dungeon is made so that you will be finding friends along the way to go get this thing. And they have all the tools at their disposal with their regular spells to do it. They just want to default to the supercharged, most extreme. It's a group of guys going to a knife fight who happen to have a law rocket who say, we should use the rocket. Okay, now you're talking about our campaign.
I didn't need to attack it.
Legit.